Watch this. Watch
Next, football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go hugs, put in their work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach trying to stand on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack and Swaggy Wick, rocking the gear, it's so clean.
Big guys and go easy, off the easy, push easy. With my steppers, our special kids, making blitz so easy. Try to win, we so greedy. All our fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about their club. We do it for the dub.
We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That DF dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That DF dub.
Welcome to the Dub, number one high school podcast starring Pat Botese, Jeremy McInnes, Whitfield Roderick, Coach Carr, and Ryan Riser.
Well, all right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to the number one talk show. Speak out.
The Dub, baby.
J Mac with the Dub. We're here with the victorious OC, Coach McHugh. Hey, man, tell me, man, hey, that was kind of tough, man. It got a little ugly that second half, man. But just walk us through it.
Man, like I told the kids, they haven't stopped us yet. We continue to stop ourselves, and we have a young and inexperienced team, and it shows at times because we do one little thing that stops us from moving the ball. We get a first down, have to come back because of a penalty, and that's stuff that we correct every day at practice. But with inexperienced teams, sometimes it shows up and shows up and shows up. Luckily, we did enough good things to get the win, and that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Like I told Coach Lynn, we don't apologize for W.
No, we don't. Hey, absolutely.
But what are we working on? I know you got a couple, got an off week next week. So what are we working on to kind of get this offense where you want it to be?
Luckily going into the bye week 5-0, it's a good opportunity for us to talk to the kids about correcting the little mistakes that they're doing wrong. I mean, offensively, I feel like the scheme it has worked when it works, and when we're struggling, it's because of stuff that we're not doing that we're coached to do. So just preaching, being coachable, going out there and not being selfish and doing what you're not coached to do. And I think going into the next game, we're gonna move mountains. So.
Hey man, I love what I'm seeing. Continue to prove me wrong, but once again, I picked against it, man. I don't know what.
We need some pressure, though. It's good. It's good.
Hey, if it's working, we'll keep doing it.
There you go.
Congratulations,
Coach. Appreciate it, man.
You great, Coach.
That's the dub, man.
Congratulations, you put up like a gazillion points, and it seemed like at times you was running the ball, you had good run play, but you got a special receiver, number one. Tell me about it, Coach.
Man, Tavius Ellis, man. If you don't know him, you need to get to know him. Came into the season with 3 Division I offers, Texas Tech, UTSA, and one more I can't remember right now, but the kid is special. He is the future of Crowley football.
Yeah, he's like the little bailout plan.
Man, he is.
You know what I mean?
When I call something that doesn't work first and second down, I know I can count on him at third down, and you don't really get freshmen that you're able to do that with. I mean, he's special.
All right, and Coach, you're allergic to running the ball on a consistent basis. Can you tell me why that's your kryptonite?
So, like we talked about earlier, I played the quarterback position. So, I feel like I'm able to see the field a little bit better and being able to nickel and dime people throwing the ball. Also, a lot of people don't know this, played for Hal Mummy, who created the air raid. So I was able to learn from him for a year. And, I mean, I take what he did and try to make it my own.
Hey, man, don't let them bully you. Your quarterback ran for 2.
Hey, my quarterback can choke.
You put up 9 million points. You know what I'm saying? Now, seriously, you put up a lot of points against a Summit defense who's typically a really stingy defense. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What did you see in them tonight that make you feel comfortable that you can call the plays that you was calling?
Man, the game plan coming in, we knew that their front 7 was going to be elite and they were going to be tough to try to nickel and dime in the run game. So we knew that we could attack some of their players in the secondary. And early it started working. They came in the man and we stuck to the game plan and was able to just keep scoring and and had a lot of success, lit up the scoreboard. That's what we like to do.
Yeah, and what I thought was really, really cool is they play in spurts. You know what I mean? But consistently, drive after drive, you was really putting together really good drives.
Yeah.
How was you able to maintain those moments where they really showed you how good they could be?
Man, we have a receiver group of 6 kids that are really elite, and we're able to rotate those guys. So we're never really just running a bunch of guys on there that are really tired. We're able to be fresh. So we can play at a fast tempo that way, get those guys the ball and let them make plays. They make me look good calling plays. Whenever I'm able to get them the ball and let them do what they do.
Well, you need to take 10 to go get him a steak dinner because he made you look awesome.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He made you like a genius.
You know, coming into the season, coming into Crowley, this is my first year, and all I was told is that what he can't do. And I told him when I first met him, let me tell you what you're going to be able to do whenever I get a hold of you. And I mean, he's impressed me. He's impressed the people in the stands. He's impressed the state of Texas with how much he's improved from one season to the next. So, you know, I'm not bragging in any way, but I'm a believer in what I teach. And he bought into the process, and he's playing at an elite level right now.
Well, that's why they call you coach.
Hey, that's why they call me coach.
No doubt.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, with the dub, I'm over here with the OC of the 2-0 Crowley.
That's my coach.
That's your coach. You love that man. That's the guy.
No, that's my guy, dog. That's my guy, man. I'm telling you, man. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Coach Carr, if you start that mess when I bring him on, man, we gotta fight. I'm his defender. You're not gonna be criticizing Coach McHugh about his run game.
Oh yeah, put your gloves on.
We know it's lacking.
Put your gloves on though.
Oh, I got him.
Put your boots on.
Hey man, it's Sunday night, baby. Let's talk about it. Overreactions. We got a hell of a fire show, man. I'm with the homies.
Yeah, great show. Man, what up,
Batman.
Batman's in the house. Batman said, Cal Ward, you ain't running nothing. Come on back if you want to.
Oh yeah, I got some for Ward ass. Tell him bring his ass home. I got some for him tonight.
Already.
Ready
Hey,
for it.
we got two of the baddest, dog. Reason why I love this show tonight, not because of what we gonna talk about later, but just these two guests, dog. I feel like we got the hottest in the game right now. I feel like we got the hottest OC with the hottest team in the Metroplex. We got the hottest QB. You know what I'm saying? Dude, if y'all don't know who Caleb P. Williams is, QB1 for Crowley, I'm just going to tell you right now. Don't tell me you know high school fan if you don't know who this guy is. I'm just telling you right now. If you don't know him, you don't know shit. And I'm saying that with my chest. I'm saying that with my chest. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it with my chest. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, let's bring on my man, dog. Because Willow, I already know Willow going to try to start some stuff, but I got your back, coach. Here he is, man, the coach with the biggest swag. Matter of fact, we're going to call him Coach Swag. Swaggy, you just lost your name. Ain't no such thing as Swaggy Wick no more. Right now, we got Coach Swag covered in the building, man. What up, my guy, Coach McHugh? What it do?
What's up, the dub, baby? Hey, glad to be here.
Hey, man, glad to have you, homie. You know what I'm saying? It finally got you on, man. We've been interviewing you, and I ain't even play that whole video. I got like 6 minutes of. We're gonna interview the hell out of you. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna say you are the dub right about now. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, hey, all I need is a T-shirt, and I'm good to go.
We got you. We got you.
Hey,
we got you.
We got you.
Man, I appreciate the intro.
Hey,
I appreciate what y'all do for the game, man.
Oh yeah.
Hey man, this is what we do, man. Like I was telling QB1. It's because of guys like you and him, you know what I'm saying? It's easy for guys to coattail ride, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to try to jump on the champion coattail and ride it and try to do all that. But what's hard in this game is being able to have a vision to see somebody that's gonna be great.
Yeah, absolutely.
The greatness is coming, and being able to be that. I feel like I'm almost like, you know, I ain't getting too biblical, but you call me John the Baptist because I'm the forerunner. You know what I'm saying? I told everybody North Crowley was gonna be great. They didn't believe it, and look what happened.
Yep.
And now I hear, I'm telling everybody, Crowley is coming. I'm telling
man. Hey,
Coach
man. Yeah, man, we vested 100% in Crowley right now, man. We vested, man.
100%, dog. 100%.
Hey, we appreciate the love, man. We just trying to make $1 out of 15 cents, baby.
Hey, man, you're doing a great job, man. Welcome, man. Before I let, because I know Coach Willow, he can't wait to get on. Me and him gonna fight later, but don't worry about it right now. Don't worry about it, right, Coach. But I do want you to give us a little background, man, because surely you more than just the coach with the swag and the funny color eyes. You know what I'm saying? So just give us a little background about you, Coach.
Man, I grew up in Corpus Christi, played ball at Ingleside High School. After high school, went to McMurray University, played there for 4 years. Actually played a year of basketball, my 5th year in college. After I graduated college, went to Lubbock Estacado for a year, worked for Marcus Shavers, who's at McKinney now. Worked for him for a year. Again, my first job. Was there for 2 years, went to Brownfield High School to be the offensive coordinator with Aaron Flores, and was there for just a year. Ended up going right back to Estacado, which was a good thing for my career. It showed me to be patient. You know, I feel like I jumped at the first offensive coordinator job that was offered to me. We did some good things, but, you know, sometimes you're not ready. And it was humbling, and it showed me that I needed to be patient and not just try to make hasty career decisions. So I went back to Estacado. Luckily for me, I was hired back by Coach Crowley, who was down at Mount Pleasant. Loved what I did for kids and loved who I was as a person. And so he brought me back to just coach QBs and do some of the recruiting. After that, got offered a job at Corpus Christi Miller as the offensive coordinator. So I went down there, back home for 2 years, was around my family. Was the best and hardest 2 years of my life. But it ended up being beneficial to me to go be a part of a program that's had a lot of success, being able to be the OC, score a lot of points, and then present the opportunity to come work up here with Coach Lynn in Crowley and try to get things going. So I've had a short career. I've only been in the game 7 years, but I like to say I've had an efficient career, to say the least. So just trying to, you know, make my family proud and do what I can to make sure my legacy lives on to my kids.
Hey, man, it's going to be a great legacy, man. I'm telling you right now. You landed in a great spot. You know what I'm saying? Number one, you in DFW. You know what I'm saying? It don't get no greater than DFW. I don't care what nobody's saying. And if you know what I'm saying, you got a little tan to your skin, it definitely don't do, you know, it's definitely great. It's hot right now in DFW, man.
Absolutely.
And I think you landed under a great coach, you know what I'm saying? So tell us about, you know, you landed here under Coach Lynn. I got much respect for Coach Lynn. I never disrespect that coach. I love him to death. That's my guy, you know what I'm saying? So just tell us how has it been, you know, coming up under Lynn and up until this point.
Man, I've been following Coach Lynn since I kind of got in the game. I've always wanted to be in the DFW because I know, like you just said, this is the mecca of football, and I don't care what nobody says. You know, Houston has a couple of good teams every once in a while, but the consistency always lies in the DFW. Coming to work for Coach Lynn, I didn't know what to expect. There's always a stigma of what a person is about, but you don't really know until you get to be around them all the time. And man, Coach Lynn is as real as they get, man. He holds you accountable. He teaches you. He lets you know when you're wrong. He lets you know when you're right. He praises you when you do the good things, and he talks to you about the bad things. So he has completely elevated my career and just showed me what it takes to be an elite coach at an elite level. And he's mentored me like crazy. He gets on me about, you know, I'm young still, so I do, you know, young stuff. And he tries to get that out of me. He always says, "I'm gonna get that out of you one day, McHugh." And I'm like, "Man, Coach, that's why I came here, man." And you know, you don't really realize how how far away you are from being a head coach. You always feel like, oh, I could do that. I could be a head coach. But when you get to be around somebody who really knows what it takes and takes those necessary steps to build an elite program, you're like, man, I never even thought about that. And you know what I mean? So, man, my journal is full of things that he says, that he does, how he walks, how he talks, and how he does things to build an elite program. So I'm forever grateful for what he's done for me.
Hey, yes, sir, man. My fellow, let me pass this on. Y'all got anything before I bring on his QB1, man? Y'all got anything y'all want to ask Coach?
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
B-Rod, you got anything?
Oh, congrats, Coach. I don't got anything.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and go with it. What was that first game we went, B-Rod, when we went and saw him play when Coach Lynn kind of got in Coach's ass by throwing that goddamn ball?
Oh, yeah. When they played Legacy. It was the Legacy game. He was hot. Man, he was hot. He was hot.
Hey, when I'm telling you, Coach Lynn is a humbler, and I love it, man. I need that in my life. It's I know exactly what you're talking about too.
You know what I'm talking about.
He not gonna yell at you. He not gonna dog cuss you. He pulled me in. He said, McHugh, come here. I walked over, put his arm around me. He said, now there's 4 minutes left till halftime. We got the ball. We're up by 29 points. And you take a shot on the first play. Do you think that was a good idea? And I'm like, no, sir. Because we threw an interception. We threw it, and I'm young, I'm greedy, I'm aggressive, I'm an aggressive OC. I'm like, man, let's put him out right here. Well, came back to bite me in the butt, and then, came out in the second half, and we struggled the whole second half. And a lot of that may or may not been the offensive momentum that we lost after that play, but it was a big teachable moment for me as a young OC. And so that's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about, where he just pulled me in and being like, well, we can't do that. And so, I mean, I'm learning the game. I'll never profess to know it all. So,
hey, that's the key to it.
You know what, Coach? Yep. You know what? And y'all have got better each game after that too.
Yo, yeah.
Because me and Jay, man, we see it, man. We see the progress every week. Like, man, like I said, we invested, man. So we see the progress.
And let me tell you what, before he comes on, I'm going to tell you now, the progress has been because of what my quarterback has been able to do. And he makes everything easy. Every OC in the state wishes they could have a kid like Caleb Williams.
Hey, man, no doubt, man. I think this guy is dynamic, man. I think this QB, I don't have enough adjectives to describe him. All I can say is, I really don't understand how he don't, and I'm pretty sure, I know colleges sometimes are slow, but luckily I got an ace in the hole. I got one HBCU coach that's part of the dub, and we're gonna make sure people know who Caleb Williams is.
Yes, sir.
And, hey, man, because this guy is amazing. This guy is amazing, man. He's one of the best QBs, and not just DFW. He's one of the best in the state. Like this dude, what he does, everybody can't do. I'm just gonna be honest, man. No. So before I bring him on, of course, I got a compilation of all the interviews I did with my homie. You know what I'm saying? Because that is QB my homie. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog. Let me see.
Mm-hmm. It's your boy, man. We're here with Caleb Williams, the QB1. Yes, you know what I'm saying? I had another day. Hey, man, just don't tell everybody what you did tonight.
I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all. Ran for 2 touchdowns, threw for 3 touchdowns, and I really got to give it up for my line for blocking for me tonight. And in the last interview, I told y'all we was going to come and watch film and work hard all week, and that's exactly what we did, and that's why we dominated tonight.
Hey, man, that's 5 TDs. I tell you what, man, you front runner for Dub Player of the Week for sure. You know what I'm saying, man? But it was spectacular, man. You leading your team, man. You getting better every week. You was better this week than last week. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
Hey, man, just keep getting better, man. What are y'all doing, man? It seems like y'all getting that connection together too, man.
So yeah, the connection is really good. We spend time like out of school, out of practice with each other, and that's what really help us bond. And Coach Lynn always tell us get 1% better every day, and that's why we looking better and better every week.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, once again, man, congratulations. Great game. You know what I'm saying? Let's go celebrate.
Yes, sir.
Boy, J-Mac with the dub. I'm here with the winning QB right here. Caleb Williams, man. Tell everybody 2-0, man. How it feel?
2-0, it feels great. We haven't been 2-0 in a very long time. We haven't beat Birdville in a very long time. We did that last week. And I feel like we're getting better and better every week. We getting 1% better every day. Every time in the weight room, we working. Every time in the indoor, we working. You know, we getting after it every day.
Hey, man, you look good out there, man. The offense was clicking. Y'all didn't hit a little stumbling spot, but y'all kept your composure and won the game, man. Yes, tell me, what you looking to do going into next week?
Going next week, we have a few stuff to fix, offense and defense wise. But certainly offense, we need to run up the score and put that foot on the neck more.
Yes, hey, man, you look dynamic out there running that ball. You look good throwing that ball, man. Good leading, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Teary eye. Oh, yeah, y'all hold on, man. I had a tear up in here.
Oh man.
That's my QB1. You know what I'm saying? That's my QB.
Sir. That's my quarterback, baby.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. No one did. Hey, hold on. Let me. QB1. What up, C-Dub?
What's good?
Hey, man. We just talking about you, man. You doing a great job, man. Up until now, man. We don't know. Really, no complaints, man. You tell us, dog. How you feeling up until now?
How I've been feeling really good. Like the fact that my team could put me in this position where I am today, and like it's really all the things that I'm doing now. All my success is coming from the coaching staff and the team that helps me get to where I need to be.
Oh yes, sir, man. Hey, tell us, man, because last year you was there. It was on a different whole regime, head coach, offense coordinator. So just tell us, knowing that you was gonna have to change, right? What was your expectation when Coach Lynn was hired? And just tell me, how does it feel now that you're under Coach Lynn and you got the young offensive guru over there who, a QB's best friend because he ain't gonna run.
Yeah, man.
I just playing. But just tell us about your OC and your head coach, man.
And so when Coach Lynn first came, I knew that I had to stay consistent to make sure that he knew that he could count on me and that he could trust me with everything, because I was a QB, so I couldn't mess up with anything. So I just knew that I had to stay accountable for that. And when I first met Coach McHugh, he said that somebody had told him that I wouldn't be able to get my team where we are today, and I wouldn't be able to do things. And like hearing that from him, I just knew that the whole season I had to do what had to be done to win, and that's all that been on my mind is winning. And when Coach Lynn first talked to us, I knew that all he wanted to do is win. I knew that's what his mindset was.
Yes, sir, man. Let me. I know Coach Carr is just waiting to get in on this, man. Go ahead, Coach Carr, man. Talk to these two, man.
I don't even. Coach, I don't have nothing. I like QB1. Caleb, did Coach buy you a steak dinner yet?
No, sir, he does not.
Okay, well, he owes you a steak dinner, Coach.
Hey, man, hey, after that game, I owe him about 3 or 4 more.
Yeah.
Man, for real. He gonna make me broke.
Hey, you should, because you've been balling, my man. You've been balling.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Quick question though. Like,
Sure.
you've been at Crowley how long before this year? Was you there for 2
Before
years?
this year, I moved back to Crowley in 8th grade. I actually started off in Crowley like in elementary school, and then I moved to Burleson during my middle school year and played football there. And then it didn't work out good for me, so I just came to Crowley and see where my talent was.
All right, so you was at Crowley for what, 2 years before Coach Lynn came?
Yes, sir.
All right. So tell me, what is the, outside the fact that winning is number one, right? I just think that's more of a result. Tell me about the process from day one when Coach Lynn got there, from meeting Coach McHugh and the whole nine to where you are now. What is the biggest difference that you've seen?
The biggest difference is I seen the players actually wanting to like buy in into what the coaches are trying to give us. Like last year, a lot of the players would just, wasn't as locked in as this year. Like this year, people actually like wanted, like last year, I seen like people actually didn't want it as bad as like I did at least. And but now my whole team wants it as bad, and that's what I see as a change.
Like working with Coach McHugh, man, like what is the one thing that he taught you that okay, this has helped me in every game that I played in? What's that one thing?
Coach McHugh really helped me on going through my reads, and if the defense does this, make this decision. If the defense does this, make this decision. Just quick reads. Before snap reads, it just helps me a lot. Getting like throwing to where I need to throw.
Okay. All right. Last thing. Now, coach is allergic to the run. Was there ever a time throughout the course of the game?
Hey, no, he not. Don't do coach like that.
Where you said, Coach, we should run the ball.
I actually never said that because me personally, I feel like our team moves the ball well throwing the ball. Like the fast tempo. If we get 5 yards, fast tempo, we could hit a deep ball right over them because the defense never knows. Like they never know what's going on when we have fast tempo going on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm saying this because I saw in this Pascal game, y'all had a 13-play drive, and Coach ran the ball like 10 times. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
sir.
how did you feel during that drive?
I didn't feel too bad. Our running backs need love too. We all got to eat. We all got to eat. So do our receivers. But yeah,
Yeah.
so I wasn't really concerned.
Okay. Now here's my last question.
So he ran for 115. So don't let him fool you.
Yeah. Hey, but this is my last question, man. Do you invite your running backs to 7-on-7?
No, I don't. They cannot catch. I don't want them catching for me.
Oh man.
I need to run the ball for me. That's all.
All right, man. Hey,
Appreciate you.
Every time I talk to him, I love eating ball, man. That's my kind of QB. But you got to invite him, though. You got to invite him.
You got to invite him.
I got you, coach.
They got to pick up that.
They got to pick up pass protection, boss.
Man.
Hey. Yes, sir.
You got anything for me, Ryan, before I go?
Oh, I don't got nothing, man. Just good, man. The best of luck to both of y'all.
Hey, so tell me this, man. I mean, this last game, man, you were 23 of 33. You had 373 yards, 5 TDs. God damn, let me see. Yeah, that's 5 of them, right? And then you had 10 carries for 115, man. I mean, just tell me this, man. Did you at least take an ice bath, or did you go out and eat pizza or something? What did you do after this game this past week, man?
After the game, I wasn't even tired. I wanted to keep going. I wanted to keep going. I was not tired at all. But the Pascal game, it was really. What was your question?
How did you feel after that game?
How did I feel after it? I felt good actually because I felt like after like coming out the second half, we did really good. Like because usually we struggle in the second half mostly, and I feel like we like really did good finishing in the second half of the past game.
Now I did notice, and this is for you, Coach McHugh. I did notice the defense gave up 28 points. Pass.
Yeah, I'm about to say that.
21. I threw a
We threw one.
yeah.
We threw one pick six. That was on us, but that was a bad play call.
Damn. So damn, that's even worse.
Damn.
I don't even know what I asked the question now. Y'all know that, but hey, this dude, we gotta ask the question that that make your body look, make your seat a little hot. But all I'm saying is, and this is and I'm gonna ask it because I know when Coach Carr asked it might not come out as nice as I asked. But do this offense, as prolific and explosive as it is this offense got to the point where it's complementary to your defense?
I feel like we really go hand in hand for the most part. In every air raid up-tempo offense, it's tough for defenses because you're going to be on the field a lot because we either score really fast or we get three and out really quick and take no time off the clock because we're throwing the ball or just short drives. So at the same time, we do have a young defense as well as we have a young offense, but I feel like we complement each other because we pick each other up pretty well. When we feel like the defense is struggling, I'm the first one to go up to the DC and let them know, hey, I got your back. We'll just keep scoring till y'all can figure it out. And in the games that we didn't score well in the second half, like Legacy and LD Bell, they did a good job of stopping them and making sure that we figured it out on offense and tried to get what we can get. So, yes and no. It's tough in this kind of offense for a lot of defenses, but at the same time, our defense has the capability to play at an elite level. They have played at an elite level in the majority of our games. And, sometimes we have bad games, and it is what it is. And that's why we work together every day and try to help each other out whenever things are going bad.
Absolutely, and I'm just gonna be honest with you. I if y'all don't know by now, I'm old, right? I'm an old dude. I've been watching this Texas high school football, especially in DFW, since the '80s, right? So one thing I do know is the weather gonna change, and when the weather changes, that means playoff season. Mm-hmm. And in playoff season, you gotta play complementary football.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. The good teams that win state plays complementary football.
Absolutely.
So I just put this up, man. Somebody said RB1 and 2 mad right now. So all I'm saying is, Coach, while you taking QB1 out for them state dinners, let's get them running backs and them O-linemen some baked potatoes or something.
Yeah. Man, our running backs, man, they play a big part in what we do. They do help us out a little bit in the pass game. They're really, really good in pass pro. What a lot of people don't know, offensive line-wise, you talked about, last game and the game before that was the first time all season we started the same 5 offensive linemen. We've had injuries. Guys have outperformed guys at practice. Things like that happen, and that's okay. That's a sign of a good team whenever you can just plug and play. So we're trying to find our groove in the run game, and a lot of that is on me trying to, use different misdirections and kind of just doing different things that I feel like can help our run game, especially with how well we're passing the ball right now. I think that it's important that we make sure we put an emphasis on doing a better job in that category. Now, we say that there's been games where we've rushed for 230 yards, 220 yards, just games like that. Because we have two really good running backs, and when they get loose, they get loose. So right now we put a big emphasis on doing different things to get our wide receiver. Listen, there's one football. We got 8 or 9 kids who can go at an elite level, and so sometimes it just doesn't work out like that. But right now, as long as the ball is in Ten's hands, I feel good, and he's made me look better than I probably deserve. But we having fun over here. Nobody's mad. We just it is what it is.
No, y'all playing good football and y'all playing winning football.
Yeah, hey, can't argue with 7-0.
Right. Anytime you got a quarterback, you got a chance, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
My question to you is, do you think this type of offense is sustainable in November, December?
I do, because of the system that we run. I mean, and the kids that we have. Forget the system. When you have kids that can play at an elite level, I feel like we always have a chance to score. And we just have so many elite weapons. Like I talked about in one of the interviews, we have 6 receivers who we can rotate in at any point, so no one's ever tired. We have two or three running backs that can go if possible, and then we just being honest, the kid with the most rushing yards on the team is in the chat right now. Caleb Williams, the quarterback. So I mean, we got a 3-headed monster in the backfield. We got 6 receivers. So yes, I do think so. It's been proven to be in other, at my other stops. So we just need to continue to do what we do and see where it gets us.
So that O-line can hold up, Coach?
They can, yeah. We got some good pieces back that we lost earlier in the year. We have some good rotational guys. It's gonna, because of the style of play, I feel like we're always in games. Even when we play bigger teams, we're not very, very big up front, but what we like in size, we make up in speed and being able to do different things in that. A lot of teams give us 5-man boxes as well because of what we're doing in the pass game, and that just bows in our favor, especially because the quarterback can run. So you're always +1, There's no secrets to what we do. I mean, it's on Huddle, it's on Max Preps, it's on Twitter, it's on whatever. So we do what we do, and we do it at an elite level because we have elite kids.
Yes, sir.
Hey, speaking of which, because obviously we got somebody in the chat. I don't know if that's one of your running backs or one of their parents, but hey, they hear it, so let's show them some love, man. I'm gonna start. I want both y'all to answer this question, man. Tell us about 14 and 5, because I got my own opinion about it. We don't want no beef, you know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to no issues. So QB1, I'm gonna let you go first. Tell us about 14 and 5, man, because they like, hey, you did your research. Look, man,
they sure did.
Now come on the show next Sunday. How about that?
Hey, 14
sure
Jordan. Yeah, 14 Jordan Green. Jordan, he'll probably ask what is the play a lot, but like if he actually knows what is the play, and he's gonna go full speed and his balance balance is crazy.
Hold on now.
What was it?
Hold on, don't say that there. Just stop.
Hey, so
yeah, go ahead, Coach. Clean it up for me.
Hey, okay, all right, so hey, he wears contacts. That's why he's saying that. He wears contacts. He's always squinting. We always give him a hard time because he squints a lot. He's a funny kid, man. When they talk about do your research on 14 and 5, there's a video that we had a guy made, and at the beginning of the video, number 14 Jordan Green says, "Do your research on 14 and 5," and it's just a video of them them two tore up Weatherford. You know what I mean? And that was the video, and they were just talking about, y'all know who we are, and we handle business. So it's a good thing. It's what the kids are saying now. They trying to be funny, but them two are a dynamic dude. I call them Bonnie and Clyde. They go in, they tag team, they cheer for each other. They're each other's best friend.
Yeah.
They hang out together. They're and you don't get that a lot when you have two kids fighting for the same position, but they're each other's biggest cheerleader, man. They love each other. They want to see each other do good. They tell each other to sub in. They have a good connection, and they no love is lost for them. They both are having good seasons. They know what the system was whenever I got here, and they've bought in 100%. You know what I mean? Caleb Pope is number 5. He moved in from Alito last year. Has done a lot of really good things for us. He has been a great leader. I told him when I first met him, I said, "Listen, man, you know what it looks like to win at a high level." To be completely honest, I think he's a big reason for why we are doing as well as we have been, because he has showed the guys what it takes to be a champion. State championship at Alito last year. I remember one time in the spring he came to school with his gold medal on, and I'm like, man, and that was a big thing for the kids because everybody's getting to put it on. They were wearing it around school and just getting to feel what it feels like to have that around your neck and feel what it looks like to be a champion. So the way that kid works is unmatchable. I mean, he's strong kid, works hard in the weight room, does well in the classroom. He's always around. He's always laughing. He's always having a good time. Practices hard. I mean, he's a kind of kid that you want in every program. I mean, he's a great kid, fun to be around, takes care of business, and doesn't waver from who he is. So he's definitely a fun kid to have in the program, and he's a program kid. He's a kid that you need. So they're both great kids, and they do what they got to do to help the team, and they don't have any egos.
Oh yes, sir. And anytime you can get a kid to come from Parker County back to Crowley, man, I love it. I ain't gonna lie, I love it. Feed that cat, man. Feed that cat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, but hey, man, let's talk about it, man. We gotta talk about it's like a 20-pound gorilla in the room. Y'all got Trinity this week at home. They can show up at a brand new pretty stadium. It's all pretty down there on Hewlin Road. Oh, is it Hewlin Road? What road is that down there?
Hewlin Road.
What else? The Crowley Road.
Crowley Road.
Yeah, Crowley Road.
Stadium is. They coming down to that big pretty stadium, man. They finna hookah dance and do all the Polynesian stuff, and they gonna get nuts and ass and everything right on your field, right? They do all this right on your field before the game start, right? Like they really show out.
They do.
They do all that, right? So they can do all that on y'all field.
Yeah.
They put it on your field, right? And do it. And then they're gonna try to punch you in the mouth.
They are, yeah. We respect Trinity and their tradition, man. They run a good ship over there. They haven't seen what we bring to the table, and you know what? We feel like at this point we're gonna get everybody's best punch. We got Pascal's best punch. We were able to withstand it. We're coming into a big game against a hot Euless Trinity team that's been scoring a lot of points and stopping people on defense. So to us, it's another district game to go in, sharpen our knife, and continue to grow as a team and progress. In year one, you're happy with where you're at, but you're not satisfied. We tell the kids all the time, hey, we're 7-0, but everybody, now you have a target on your back. Now it's time for you to go in there and battle. You know what I mean? And we don't let the name on the other team's chest waver who we are. We talk about being a faceless opponent, and when we go into the game with that mentality, us against us, man, we don't feel like there's anybody that can beat us when we do that.
Tell me about it, QB1. How you feel about it?
I actually feel great about it. Last year against Trinity, they had us against like 34-point underdogs, 21-point underdogs, and we came out on their home field and actually beat them. And I actually had the most throwing yards I had all season that game. So I'm really looking forward against this game this year.
I will say this gonna be a different Trinity team. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
They are really good this year, and
they are.
I ain't gonna lie. We had Coach Gates on, and he even admitted, what I'm saying. North Crowley was lucky to get out of there with a good win, and cause they kind of stripped them down. They didn't strip them down naked. North Crowley ran out of there with the drawers on, but they ran out of there. They got their 650. So they plan on stripping y'all down butt naked going into the locker room. Y'all gonna be hollering, That's how they do, man. Trinity something else. They don't play. You know what I'm saying? They don't play. They believe in just beating you down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And taking everything you got. You know what I'm saying? But I think this is an important game for you guys. I feel like this is gonna be the same. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you guys, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. I got QB1. I got my main man OC. Y'all don't have the respect y'all deserve just yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't have it. And please believe J Mac from the Dub is fighting, and B Rod been whipping the whole time. We fighting for that respect. I can't put Coach Carr in there because he be hating.
Hey, you're supposed to though.
We fighting for respect. We fighting for respect right now, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like in order for us to get this respect, this Crowley tough respect, I need Coach Lynn to get his respect. I need QB1. I need Caleb Whip. And for all you college coaches, because I know y'all watch the show, so y'all don't hit me up. Why the hell y'all ain't offer Caleb Williams is a whole nother story. We're going to talk about this too. Get them offers out. This is one of the best QBs in Texas, period.
Absolutely.
You ain't going to find one better that can throw and run like him. I'm telling you right now.
Sure.
Don't wait till the season over. Go on and do it now.
Nah.
Yes, sir.
But I'm just saying, man, I feel like this is a statement game, man. I feel like this game right here, you got to send a statement. You got to get the dub. So people like my homie Matt Stepp and Mac Diggs and, you know what I'm saying, my homie Ward, the Wizard over there at Inside DFW Sports, you know, they don't respect Crowley like that. So in order we can get Mac Diggs and them to respect Crowley, y'all got to go ahead and kick Trinity ass.
Yeah, man. This is what you call a program game. You know, you come in, you try to build a new era of Crowley football, and we want some big games up until this point, but none bigger than the one we're facing right in front of us. So if we can go in there, do what we do, and come out with the victory, that I don't think there's much else that people can say.
Right.
Well, Coach, I'm gonna say this. This game here is going to come down to your offense.
Yes, sir.
And the reason why I say this is because Trinity can't stop a nosebleed, but they can score.
Yes, they can.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all going to be trading punches the whole night. You know what I mean? So it's going to truly come down actually to you guys being able to outshoot them for 4 quarters.
Yes, sir.
Because they put up points. You know what I mean? They're not very good on defense. You're slightly better on defense, but this game is going to come down to who can score the most points.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
we're going to see how many times you run the football.
Hey, we accept all challenges, baby.
Hey, so look, here's true story, man. So I had a chance to coach against your boy Hal Mama.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he was at I don't know if you knew this, but he was the OC at Jackson State.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay. He only scored 7 points.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just saying, Coach, I was at Alabama A&M.
Okay.
And so I'm saying, incorporate that run game, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely.
I ain't gonna give away the secret to stop him, but you know Jarrell Jackson. You know Jarrell Jackson?
Yeah. The name sounds familiar. Yeah.
He's the head coach of Texas College.
Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he another Hal Mummy guy.
Okay.
So we've been talking about this air raid for a minute. And the coach at Life, y'all should all get together and have an air raid conference.
Man.
Brian Lewis, man. Brian Lewis. If you listen, you know you do. Hit my man McHugh up, man, because he claims he's certified. Like, he talking about he got paperwork. Like, he ain't even fronting with you. He's like, I got paperwork. If you don't believe me, I got paperwork on your ass. That's what he's saying. So I'm gonna hook you guys up, man, because he's a guy too. Yeah. And then y'all call Coach Todd and Coach Samples to talk about the run game. Yeah. After you and Brian Lewis talk, after Life Oak Cliff and Crowley talk, we're gonna take y'all to Duncanville and Sock, and we're gonna learn how to run the ball. That's all I'm saying.
Oh man. Hey, let's do it then.
But I tell you what, man, I really think the key to this game, Coach Because one thing I don't believe in is being retarded. I'm sorry, that's a bad word. The R word. Y'all forgive me, the R word. But I don't believe in just beating your head up against a wall. But I do think the key to this game is going to be number 10, who we got right here, with that good hair over there. Go on and shake that hair. Go on and shake that hair. But I do think y'all going to have to play complementary football to win this game. I do believe that. Because your defense is not big. Your defense is a small, aggressive defense, right? So we don't want them to get wore out by a bigger offensive line.
Yeah.
So I do believe that the key is going to be you guys scoring your points, doing what you do, but at the same time being able to control the time.
Yeah.
I think North Crowley got in trouble at. You know what I'm saying? North Crowley got caught going too fast and kind of exposed their defense, right? And they actually got big guys, and they still exposed themselves. So all I'm saying is I think the key to this game is gonna come to my guy. They're gonna bet on my guy, because my guy is Coach McHugh. Everybody knows. Trust me, dog. I be getting haters hit me up. McHugh hit me. Oh man, you over there sweating Coach Lynn, Coach. You over there sweating Coach. Coach Lynn. He's from DFW. You over there sweating. Yeah, I like the light skinned dude with the pretty eye. That's my nigga.
Hey, man, listen. Hey, I'm just up here to coach football and have some fun, man. It's always good to run into people who are in your corner, man. And when you have haters, it's a good thing. It means you're doing something.
Absolutely,
right?
Coach.
Hey,
Absolutely.
Man, I don't waver for who I am, and I'm gonna continue to be him, man. So I do it for kids like Caleb Williams.
Coach, listen, man, you're doing a great job. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna keep hating because that's what I do.
Hey, I love it. I love it, man. Hey, I love it, man.
You know, when some people call it hate, I call it pressure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Helping you get better, man. You know what I mean?
Oh man, and that's all it's about, man. That's why I talked about earlier. I'm forever growing, one step at a time, and I never want to profess to be like the guy that knows everything. And I learn from people who've done it before me, man, and people like you guys who have been around a lot of football. You're not just talking at your butt. You know what I mean? Y'all contribute to the game at a high level. So,
hey man, I tell you what, man, you ever got any questions, man? This right here, the dub is who you need to ask. Ask behind the scenes.
Trust me.
Hey, because on the show it's for entertainment, but as behind the scenes, you get the real. You know what I'm saying? We'll tell you what you need to know. You know what I'm saying?
Without a doubt, man. I appreciate that.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah. I see a whole lot of coaches behind the scenes, man. So you ever want to know something on the real, hit me up behind the scenes, man. I'll be happy to help you out.
Absolutely. Hey, and I'm the same way. I tell these kids, and Caleb can tell you, if you want the truth, ask me, because I'm gonna tell. I don't mind hurting feelings. That's who I am. I'm always keep it 100, and that's I believe in doing that 100% of the time. So.
Oh yes, sir, man, and that's the only way. I feel like this, man. I'm an old school, Oak Cliffian, as Coach Carl would say. We Oak Cliff people. You know what I'm saying? We keep it real. But better yet, I'm from Texas, and I keep it real, so that makes me trill. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always keep it trill. I always keep it trill, and I really don't fuck with people that don't. I'm just gonna be honest with you. If I think you're fake, I probably ain't gonna mess with you. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I'm old school. I'm almost 50. I'm too old to be fake. So all I can say is, if you keep it real, that's why I like you, man. Every time we talk, we keep it real. We talk to each other. You keep it real with me. That's why I like you. You know what I'm saying? So whatever I think you keep it, probably ain't gonna hear from me no more, Coach. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I love it, man.
Hey,
that's how you keep your circle small, man. That's how you get.
But man,
you said what?
Nah, my man Steph just hit you in the chat, man. He said, "Ask McHugh, where do I need to eat in Corpus?" He going to Corpus Thursday, man. Give my man some ideas.
he's actually going to see my old school play against the rivals. It's gonna be a good one. Man, let me see. Seafood, Blackbeards for sure. Got to get that seafood queso, man. That's unbelievable. They
Hey, hold on. What's in that seafood queso?
shoot, man, crab, shrimp. They got then they put a little bit of pico in there to give it like a little Mexican flair. Man, listen, it is unbelievable.
Okay, no, I'm just.
I've eaten my weight in seafood queso for sure.
Okay, no, hey, I'm with you on this.
You did all skinny, coach. No, we gotta talk about this now. God damn it. You ain't working out like that, coach. Talk to me.
Man, all right, let me see. That's Pier 99 right there on the water is good. Water Street is good. You know, I'm a big seafood guy, so all that right there by the really right by the stadium is good. There's a little Mexican spot. Shoot, I don't remember what it was called. Right around the corner from the stadium, I used to go every day during lunch and get me a little huevos rancheros and little barbacoa taco. Man, you can't really miss in Corpus. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a lot of good spots to eat.
Coach, do you work out of your shades?
Man. Hey, you know what? No, I don't. I don't work out in the shades. Hey, but there's very few times I don't have the shades on. You can ask Kato.
Okay.
I told y'all, I feel like it's part of my image. Prom gets all the love for wearing the shades during the interview and stuff. I've been doing it for a minute, you know.
There you go. I was just gonna say you the first one I saw.
Hey, yeah, there you go.
First one I saw.
I've been doing it, you know.
You say you do this, huh?
He only wanted to stage when it's go time. In the locker room, in the indoor. He only wanted to stage when it's football. That's it.
Hey, and my boys, they see pictures of me and they're like, "Man, you wearing shades in the indoor?" And I say, "Yeah, I got to." Whenever it's time to get money, it's time to put the shades on and let people know I'm ready to go to work.
Did you wear a shield in football?
What I did, I didn't wear the dark. I didn't wear the dark shield. I wore the clear one, but you know.
Hey, you gotta send me some of your film.
Did you spat up too? Did you spat?
No spat. Spat wasn't cool when I was in college.
What year did you come out of college?
17 was my last year. My last year playing was 15. Yeah, 15 was my last year. And then I played basketball in 16, graduated 17. Cool. The end of 16, 17. Yeah, I'll send you some film.
Hey, send me the film, cause I didn't see it, man. But, hey, man, once again, man, I just love having y'all can't be a stranger to the
Hey, I watch every Wednesday and Thursday, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, look, man, hop on, man. You know what? I want you to hop on. I know you be busy during the season, but you know this show right here is year round, so you welcome. You know what I'm saying? Hop on anytime.
So, hey, let's do it, yeah.
But before y'all go, man, I need to hear about this. We talked about the running back. I need both of y'all to tell me about the wide receivers, and of course, y'all got to start with this freshman sensation, who I think, and I'm taking a lot of heat for this. I ain't gonna lie. I got like people blowing me up. You know what I'm saying? I got cats trying to fight me, dog. Like literally want to fight me. Can you imagine? Can you imagine going to the ER because J Max knocked you out? That's what I'm saying. But Cat want to fight me because you know what I'm saying? Because I think number one for Crowley is the best freshman in the country. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. But I'm going to start with you, QB1, man. Tell me about your wide receiver core because they make you look good. You make everybody else look good. But tell me about number one and the rest of your number 11 is a bad boy, too. So I just want you to tell me about your wide receiver core before you get out.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and tell you about number one, Tavius Ellis. And Tavius, he's a great kid, really funny. Like, he makes the whole like mood come up. Like when we're down as a team at practice and we're going slow, he's always the guy to have like a lot of energy and play around and get us to go on and stuff. And like seeing him as a target, and I actually been watching him grow ever since like the summer, and he's actually been growing a lot. Like he actually been doing like real good, learning the plays good, and I could actually count on him to be able to do stuff. And as a freshman, you wouldn't be able to like expect that from most freshmen, but from him, I expect a lot, and he returns it. And number four, Derek Tasby. I've been working with him since I was eighth grade. Like I've been his quarterback ever since middle school. So we just got that chemistry, and I just been throwing to him forever. And I just know, like, if I throw it, it doesn't have to be a perfect ball for him to catch it. I know he just gonna go get it. Number 11, CJ. CJ, he's a senior, and he was my wide receiver last year actually, and he was actually my second best target last year, and he actually stepped up this year. Like last year we had this other wide receiver that was doing like kind of better than him, but like we knew that this year, he's the only senior on offense, really, the starting. Like he's the only starting senior, so we know he had to step up and become a big captain for the offense. And we have a new transfer, DJ Page, number 8. He was a real good add to the team. Like we really needed that slot position because we was like really low on receivers. Like in the summer, we was really low on receivers, and we was really needing somebody to come and fill in that spot. And we finally found somebody to do it, and he really did a good job replacing that spot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man.
Glad you get a shout out, man. Talk to me, coach.
Man, I mean, he said it. Those starting with Antavius, man, he's a young go getter. He wants to be really great. Not only is he excellent on the football field, he's a AB student in the classroom. He understands what it takes to be elite. 10-9 kid on the track. He does everything at a young age that you want from your receivers. He runs good routes. He does pretty well in the blocking game. He does everything at an elite level, and he wants to be great. Like he talked about, CJ Curtis Johnson, he number 11. He has definitely come on late and been a great piece to this puzzle. We have 4 receivers with over 400 yards, and we have one receiver, Jaquay Overton, number 84, who we really haven't even let loose yet. He's a kid that moved in late in the year, kind of learning the system, and now he has inputted himself into the rotation as that 5th guy, and there's 0 drop off whenever he gets on the field. He does a good job for us. Derek Tasby, like he talked about, might have broke the record for receptions in 7-on-7. I feel like we threw him the ball dang near every time Caleb dropped back. Like those two, like he talked about, they've been together. They've been best friends for a long time. He adds a lot of value to our team. He's a good leader, real quiet kid, but he's a kid that everybody relies on and feels like whenever he's in the game, we have a chance. Derek Page, the kid he talked about that moved in from Boswell, he's a kid in the slot that is unguardable. Every play, when we're watching film the next day, I'm like, dang, DJ was open here. Dang, DJ was open here. He's a small, shifty guy. When he gets the ball in his hands, he's electric. I think he has 6 touchdowns on the year, over 400 yards. The way we K-Dub distributes the ball to these guys, it puts a lot of pressure on teams because in the past in this system, I've always kind of had one guy that is the premier guy. But right now, all 4 receivers have over 20 catches and have over 400 yards. So it's hard to game plan for a team that can distribute the ball like that. So it's great to have these kind of receivers play for us. And like K-Dub talked about, there's one senior in the group. So We returned the other 4, and we feel really. And then, of course, we returned K-Dub, so we feel really good about the future of the position as well as what the product that we're putting on the field now.
Hey man, I love it, man. Gotta show the receivers some love, man. I mean, and I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm kind of impressed by the running back hopping on the chat and YouTube, like, bump all that. What you do about 14-5? I kind of like that, man. Hey, 14-5, I might show up at the game this week. And you know what?
Hey.
I need that exclusive. You know what I'm saying? I need that exclusive. That's all I'm saying. I need that exclusive. But hey man, final shout out, man. I appreciate that. Y'all guys have been on for an hour, man. I know that's a lot. You know, y'all big time. Y'all gave us the time. I very, very much appreciate it. So final shout out before you get out of here. What's up, C-Dub?
What's good? What's good? All right. Y'all can follow me on Twitter at Caleb P. Williams. And yeah, that's just my Twitter handle. And I need Dub, I need to send you my my huddle so you could, yeah. And hey, Coach McHugh, when can I get my mid-season highlights?
You what?
I love you need my mid-season highlights.
We got it released now. I'm gonna send it to you now.
All right, bet.
It should be on your huddle already, but I'll send it to you. I'll send you the link.
All right.
Hey man, don't worry about it, dog. You got the right people, behind you. So we
Yes,
gonna
sir.
get you out there, homie. Coach McHugh, man, before you get out of here, you can't be a stranger, homie.
Hey.
You my dog. We got to get you back on, man, because you one of the trillers out here, man. I appreciate you, man, coming straight out of South Texas. And I ain't trying to sound, funny or nothing, but when Coach Lynn hired you, right, I told my homie, I said, look, dog, if that dude could score 40 points a game with a bunch of Mexicans, he could come up here and climb. I said it, dog. I did, dog. I said that. And you know what? You proved me right. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So hey. Not a word.
I don't know if that was politically correct.
It ain't,
not
but I was
care about politics. But...
Hey, man,
That's funny, man. Hey. Oh man, hey, when you have a system that relies on kids, you can do whatever, man. I believe in doing what's gonna put our kids in the best situation to be successful. That's all this offense is made of, man. Kids, it's kids centered.
Hey man, I tell you like that, man. You got a forever fan in me, man. Just don't turn on me, homie. So all I'm saying is, man, keep working, man. I love what you're doing. I love what you're about. I love the way you progress. Like from the time I seen you, you started growing every game. You know what I'm saying? You really learning the game. You're under a really good coach learning the game.
Yes, sir.
And it's really bringing out the best. So
yes, sir,
I just can't wait to see what it's about. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. I ain't gonna lie. And C-Dub, I'm gonna tell you just like I tell Coach. If you ain't practicing on Thanksgiving, it's a failure.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
That's the
I'm
plan.
gonna tell you like this: the fact that y'all didn't go to the playoffs last year, y'all got a winning record this year. Y'all already a success.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We was first round exits.
Yeah. No. I mean, at this particular point, y'all just enjoy every day and every game. You know what I mean? Don't let Johnny talk to you that way.
Damn that. Thank you. You did.
Yeah. And we appreciate everything y'all do for us, man.
Have you ever practiced on Thanksgiving, Coach?
I have, yes, sir.
Is it not special?
It's special. There's nothing like it. Not at all. Nothing like it. Just a feeling to know that you're out there practicing when a lot of people are sitting at home. A lot of teams do like Thanksgiving meals with the teams. It's just a special feeling. It's something that you can't emulate any time of the year, and it shows you how well your program is, how good things are going for you and your team, and getting to be out there and being together just a little bit longer. So it's a fun atmosphere. It's something that these kids haven't experienced yet. So when we came in, that was the main thing for us. Is we want to take these kids to a new height that they've never reached before. And so far we've done that, and we still got some work to do, but we want to keep showing them what it looks like to be successful.
Yes, sir. And hey, man, I appreciate y'all. We're gonna see y'all back again.
Yes,
Y'all
sir.
enjoy the rest of the
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
Now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
All right, Coach. First anniversary of the Dub. What does the Dub mean to you?
Man, the Dub is how you get information. You get information from everybody, man. You get to learn. It's kind of like, you're fellowshipping without all having to be in the same room. I thought it was a great idea when y'all first came out.
Oh man, it means a lot, man. About a year or two ago, man, I went through a situation, man, and I remember J-Mac, my boy Ryan, they asked me, they like, hey man, you wanna do this show? I'm like, what? And they like, you would like it, man. So I'm not gonna lie, man, I done met some good people, some coaches, so man, it done been a real blessing for me, it's been a blessing in disguise for me for sure.
I'm gonna start with probably what Roger said a while ago. J-Mac hit me up, man. He was just like, say, man, I got a good idea. Yada yada. I was listening, like, yeah. He was like, man, I'm introduced to this dude named Pat, man. And like I said, when I first met you, I instantly just like, man, this dude was just A1, you know what I mean? And then he told me Roger was involved. I was like, that's my dog. Then like I said earlier also, but
man, the Dub, man. To me personally, to J-Mac, man, the Dub means brotherhood, man. It means like I said, man, it's 5 brothers from Oak Cliff covering the sport we love, which is high school sports, football, basketball, name. And it's just a beautiful thing.
How did you feel about the invite, and was you looking forward to jumping on the Dub?
Well, I don't think y'all was going to have a choice, because either I was going to be on the Dub or I was going to get my Lamont on. I was ready to go full on battle aggressive mode. I was ready, okay?
I was ready. Hey, tell the folks where you come up with the Dub and how did it come out?
Alright, so man, I started with the Texas Youth and High School Sports Group. I was always in the shadow.
Hey, I never noticed J-Mac on that commercial had a Johnny Walker bottle. I never noticed that before, man. That he had that Johnny Walker bottle. Hey man, you gotta get paid for that. You can't be pumping people. That's like when Nelly and them made Air Force Ones, man. Them folks, high school kids like me wouldn't spend all that money, man. You can't be giving folks free advertising, man. You got to get a Johnny Walker deal, and then give me some.
I'm working on it, man. I got my agent Cooper. My agent Corey Cooper is on it, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, man. You got to get you a Johnny Walker deal.
We're working on getting that Johnny deal. Man.
Wait a minute. Where B Wise go?
Well, I tell you. What I tell you.
You would. You just ran my I'm just saying. You just ran my
Oh, there you go. Say, man. You can't be doing that, man. You can't be running, man.
Hey, coach, man. Give me a treat, coach. Hey man, my bad.
Oh man, I needed that one. What's up, man? I've been looking forward to coming back this Sunday.
We've been looking forward to having you, coach.
Yeah, man, it's always fun. J-Mac, you good, man? You good? I ain't catch you too deep in there, did I?
Hey, dog. Man, I love it, dog. I'm like having fun, man. I got this, you know what I'm saying? I got that green label, so you know I'm real.
Nah, that mean you got that money.
I got.
You got that money.
Hey, well, you know I'm doing pretty good, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, all I say is, you know, it's y'all fault. Y'all been with these broke ass fine women. You know what I'm saying? Get your fine woman with a job. That's y'all fault. That's y'all fault. No, I'll say this though, man. I'm having a good time, man. I know y'all been in the background, man. Just first, before we start, we got a lot to talk about. I don't know where Todd is. I guess he's trying to get permission from Jay Grimes. He got to get permission from Jay Grimes to come on.
He told me he was coming on. I told him we needed you know, like when they do the replay, when a play happened, they do the replay and they call the analyst. He the referee specialist.
Yeah.
So I told him he had to come on because he got to talk us through the whole ref process and all that.
You sure do.
Yeah. But Jay Grimes gonna cut y'all money off. He gonna cut y'all food off. He ain't gonna feed y'all ass till get a permission. So wait. We gonna wait. Before we go there, man. I got the homie Lamar, the 6th man of the year. You know what I'm saying? 6th man of the year. The Soto finals. He got a big game coming up. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, homie?
Oh man, nothing much, just chilling, enjoying life, man. Laughing at you guys.
Already, you know what I'm saying? And of course, we got Coach Ward, man. Now, Coach Ward got an exclusive contract with the Dub. I'm gonna send you that real quick, though.
He sure do.
He be trying to buy up all this. So I got you. I got your contract coming, Coach Ward. Don't sell out. I need you to hold tight, Coach.
Nah, man, I'm loyal. I'm loyal.
That's what we built on. We built on loyalty. Cause we ain't nobody making no money around this motherfucker. So we just loyal.
Oh yeah, he just dropped the F-bomb. We lit the night, baby. Yeah, we in here, Will.
Hey, you just got the green light, Will.
Yeah, baby, let's go. Let's go. That's all I needed to hear. Hey, boy, turn me up. As he takes another sip. Yeah, man.
Hey, Coach, you know how I tell you, boy. Once the kids get off, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you dropped one when the kid was on. I was laughing too.
You really did. I don't think you realized you did.
I knew where you were. I knew your mental space when you dropped that. When the kid was on there, I said, "Oh yeah, the kids only need to be on here on Wednesday. This ain't."
Oh damn.
Yeah, already there. Oh man.
Hey man, but them my guys though. I love Caleb Williams, man. I love Coach McHugh, man. Them my guys for real. That's a great guy. Have you met Coach McHugh yet, Ward?
Yeah. I met I think McHugh worked for Shavers at Lubbock Estacado.
Right.
And so I met him somewhere through Shavers. And Shavers was high on him and talked about how he was a young and up and coming coach and the job he does with quarterbacks. And I want to say this was about 4 or 5 years ago. So, you know, I've run into him a few times. You know, I spoke at a coaching clinic in Corpus Christi last year, and it was another job that he almost took an OC job for last year. So you know, we topped it up about it. But yeah, man, he does his thing, and that was a real good hire by Coach Lynn amongst others.
Ain't no doubt, man. And I love that cat right there, man. I mean, not only has he just got the swag, but he definitely got the swag. But you know, he handle criticism. I ain't gonna lie, cause Coach Carr be on his ass about running the ball. Like, I mean, Coach Carr be like, we was at a game, dog. Coach Carr like, why you hate running the ball? You know?
Why you hate running the ball? Hey, he said that in his interview, I think. Yeah, I think he did. I remember that. How you ask somebody something like that after a win, though, Carr? You out of control too. You worse. No, you're worse because at least he need Johnny to be out of control. You just out of control, so that makes you worse.
No, that makes me honest. It makes me honest. There's a difference. Okay, if I was lying, okay, I want you to name me a team that's the air raid team that won state.
Allen.
That's a tough one. Nah, Allen to get in 12 personnel on your ass.
Yeah.
Allen to get in 12 personnel quick with them tight ends and big bodies. Yeah. Hold on, Carl. Hold on. And I'm just thinking the two highest classifications, the 2.6As and 2.5As. Yeah, that's a struggle. I don't think I can do that one. You got something.
That offense is not sustainable in November and December because of the weather.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The only time you got a chance is if you're sitting there playing that game indoors. And you.
And eventually you got to go outside.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you look at if you look at
South Lake, Westlake. I know South Lake running the ball now, but I'm just saying. Ennis with Sam Harrell. This is now some of this is some throwbacks now. I'm just it's coming to me. I'm just trying to throw some names out there.
How long ago was Sam Harrell?
Ooh, I mean he's there now, but
Yeah,
his last title was probably like 05, 06.
Yeah, long time ago.
Almost 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ty Dodge at South Lake. Yeah.
It ain't like that no more. You know what I'm saying? So
North Shore with the QB that went to Auburn first, and now he's at Alabama State. They were air raid. The first 2 years. Yeah, the first 2 years they were air raid.
Nah, they ran the ball though.
Yeah, they ran the ball. They ran that ball.
They had that 5-star running back, coach.
Yeah, for sure.
You still got to have a run game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like,
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when you look at a lot of these teams, man, even with South Lake, okay, but they had that big running back too. You know what I'm saying? They had the running back that turned receiver that went to Texas. He played with the Saints now.
And with Kenny Hill, when they won I think it was their last one, and I want to say it was 2013, 2014 with Kenny Hill. 2013, it was QB run. It was a whole lot of QB run. They were spread. They was air raid, but it was a lot of QB run.
Yeah, you have, but if you look at their offense, their quarterback run the ball too. But I don't know if it's necessarily designed. You know what I'm saying? So that's all, man. J Mac Ward. That's all I want to know. I just don't think that off. And I'm gonna ask because I like running the ball.
I like that y'all asked me. Hey, J Mac, I thought I was proud. It was a single teardrop when you asked about that complimentary football. I was so proud of that question. I was like,
yeah. That was a good question.
That's it. That's the dub right there, baby. Make me proud.
Hey, well, I'm almost insulted that you thought I wouldn't ask that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't mind asking what needs to be asked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what's better is people like McHugh, because he's such a cool guy, he don't mind answering that.
Yeah, he'll take offense, like you insulting him. But I tell you this, I didn't learn about just the complimentary football aspect, and this is my 15th year coaching, and this is my 9th year at SOC. I'd say halfway through at SOC, I started to get an understanding of how it all fit together. You know what I'm saying? And the year we won state was the first time our offense was so explosive. I had to change how I call games. I had to stop calling to stop somebody, try to keep them at 0, and more so to put people in a position where they had to drive the field and be patient because we could score so fast because everybody was trying to respond. That was the first time, especially when we got to the playoffs, how I started calling games became different because it's like, okay, we up 2 scores. So now I got to make them drive the field and be patient or make turnovers, and that's why some of those games in the playoffs got ugly like that. So that question, as simple as it may seem, it's not as simple as people think.
That's a real question, coach.
Yeah, well, because think about it like this. If you ever see any offense that's explosive, all their defenses are terrible because you're stressing out your defense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And when Ward say he had to slow it down, it's because Ward had to start calling the offense the defense from the back end down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's different. You got to start thinking about, okay, don't let me give up this big play. Let's make them drive the ball, and eventually we'll get a pick. Eventually they'll turn the ball over, or eventually we'll go 3 and out.
Mm-hmm.
It's different when you have to call it from the front back.
Yeah.
So most teams go complementary football. The D coordinator for the most time is still calling the game from the front back.
Mm-hmm.
The game is not played from the front back because teams are trying to keep up with your offense.
Hey, when Ty come on, I want you to say that to him so I can listen to y'all debate about that.
Yeah, man. He just got permission from Grimes.
No, I think he watched. I saw his name pop up. I think he watched it.
He got to get permission, man. Grimes ain't text me yet. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and start. We're going to go and get on the road. You know what I'm saying? I do want to talk about, man, we had some games this weekend. It was kind of an off week, you know what I'm saying? Kind of crazy. But we see some good games, you know what I'm saying? One of the teams, I'm going to start off with this one. One of the teams that me and Lamont have been kind of saying that we need to look out for, Frisco Emerson. They failed. They did kind of fall to Argyle by a score. They fought back, but they failed to a score. I ain't gonna lie, it was in Argyle. I should have thought better than that. I should have realized that playing in Argyle is about like playing in Highland Park or Forney. But you know what I'm saying? So I should have knew that, but I didn't. I gotta ask Argyle. Do I need to put up the stats, Mom? Tell me about that, man. Cause we both were kind of wrong with that. We thought Emerson was gonna pull it out, but they didn't.
Yeah, I've been high on Emerson ever since the Hawkins J-Mac, but and then kind of down on Argyle after the first 2 games I see them play, but I guess like you say, going to Argyle is still a different animal, a different mode, you know. I still think Emerson can make a nice run in the playoffs though. See Argyle on a neutral ground, and it might be a different thing. My man Gary Bird was telling me that they pulled the Coach Ward. Who's that y'all played that they made y'all band stop playing?
That's happened several times. That happened when we played Argyle. That happened when we played Melissa. That's happened several times last couple of years.
Offense, referees made the band cut off and stuff, man. So just go to what you say, J Mac. Certain places you got to go in there. You can't let it be a close game. You got to go blow them out the first half.
It ain't a close game, yeah. When you go in places like Argyle and Park, you got to go kick their ass.
Yeah.
Like, you got to slap the shit out of them. You got to walk in these folks' house. You got to beat the shit out of their kids. You got to spank their kids and then tongue kiss their wife. You know what I'm saying? You got to be disrespectful when you go in these folks' places.
Yeah.
If you ain't willing to do that, you ain't willing to win.
Yeah. One thing that me though about the game was Emerson was shaky to say the least. 39-40 or something this last game. And they've been saying all year, if anything was to stop them, it would be their defense. Hawkins did what Hawkins does, but the defense couldn't get a stop.
They couldn't. Defense.
Well, that was in the second half. Their offense struggled in the first half. That was in the second half.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they did have a time that they struggled on offense.
And I do want to say that I actually was at with Coach Ward and Coach Todd and some of the sock coach. Shout out to Zach Williams, man. Zach Collins, Zach Collins, you my guy, but big dudes don't wear skinny jeans. That's all I'm saying. And I'm just saying. Big dude.
Zach don't even like covering his legs up, man. So he ain't the normal big dude. He wants you to see his legs and leg tats.
Big dude, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, my homie. I love you, brother. I love you. But brother man. But we was all watching the scores and stuff, man. And Emerson did fight back. Man. I give them props. I think it took them too long to figure Argyle out, and that's why I think they kind of fell short. it took them too long. But I will take Emerson in a rematch in the playoffs on a neutral ground. I definitely would take Emerson in that rematch at neutral ground because they was in Argyle. And we're gonna talk about some home cooking. I'm waiting for Todd. I just
So he got on and said, "What's up?"
him permission tonight.
Yeah, he just got in the comments and said, "What's up?"
Yeah, but Grimes said, "Get out." So he ain't been on since. So all I'm saying is, what you think about that, Will?
About what exactly? Todd not coming on?
Nah, Emerson and Argyle, man.
No, I think for Emerson, man, they had to lose that game. And the only reason why I say that is because I think that for them and who they are, I think they kind of had to get a little wake-up call, right? Because they kind of been rolling and had some big games, but I don't necessarily think they had that game yet. You know what I mean? That season changing, that, you know what I mean, that definitive game. I don't think Frisco Emerson is a team right now that you see them competing for state. But what you do see them is being to go in every weekend and week out and be competitive. And I think that's one of the things where it's going to help Kendall and this squad, like you say, J-Mac, in the future, in the playoffs and things like that. Just the things that came out of that. You know what I mean? But I like Frisco Emerson, man. And again, you talking about Argyle, man. It's hard to win in Argyle. And I think home cooking is home cooking. That's why you marry your woman, man. She got that good home cooking. That's what keeps you at home. You know what I mean? You can't fight that, man. That's why they got laws that say if you walk on somebody's property, they can shoot you.
Hey. We're gonna talk about it, but that's fair.
Yeah, like that's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, home cooking is real, dog. You know, and that's crazy because if you look at it, boy, can you tell me a game where you seen a DISD team get home cooking for them?
Ooh.
Yeah, think about it. Think about it.
I think no, to answer your question. I think the version of home cooking for DISD teams, especially in this day and age, is them letting us play. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Them not throwing a million flags and so forth, just letting us play. That's the closest you gonna get.
So with that being said, do you think home cooking is more reserved for teams that have their own, you know, one city town team? So
100%. Yeah.
You know,
because when you start talking about refs, coaches pick refs,
right?
And it's a whole process that goes with that. And you don't want to piss off too many folks, because then it's gonna be hard for you to get picked up and make money.
Right.
Just being honest. So it's reasons that it exists. You got to take care of who put you up, who put you on deck, who put your name down, or who didn't scratch you out.
Right.
So you know that's a real thing.
Yeah, and then you got, and then what was, I want to say it was the one game that I remember where we talk about home cooking, and this one even home cooking, because this game was at West Mesquite. But it goes down to when you talk about referees. I remember vividly when Roosevelt played Gilbert in West Mesquite, and that game went back and forth, and Roosevelt was like should have won that game, hands down.
2007 or 2008. Yeah. I remember that.
But I come to find out, and I never remember that. I never forget that, man. After that game, man, I actually had to shed a tear because I was like, I've never seen kids get cheated. Like, I'm not one to ever talk about refs cheating and so whole nine. But when I walked out that stadium, I said to myself, I've never seen a kid get cheated. And it wasn't until after that game that I realized that Lewis didn't even pick his own referee. You know what I'm saying? Coach Traylor picked those referees. You see what I'm saying? So I just think it's a mix of referees, and then when you're talking about home games, who picked the home games? The referees, the home team picks the referees?
Home team. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know who
And
works
you can negotiate it, but you don't have to.
Right. So you know who works in your area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not like the playoffs where y'all gotta agree, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But in
Right.
in district games at home, you know who working your games in that stadium and how it goes. So I just think, yeah, it's a such thing as home cooking, and that's real. That's why you got to go in and beat teams. You can't go in and play with these people.
You gotta know. You gotta know where you're going. You gotta know who you're
Yeah.
playing against. You can't let it come down to what we talking about. That's the reality of it. That's the accountability of it. You gotta know what situation you're going into,
Yeah.
and you gotta know you can't let it be close because you can't blame them when it happens.
Right, because it's gonna happen, and that's why if you look at the Forney game, the game was too close. And I know we all get caught up in the last minute, the last minute of the game, and everything like that. Because I mean, yeah, it's all about how you finish. But there are a lot of advantages, a lot of things that Lancaster didn't take advantage of that could have prevented a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
You never want to put that game. You never want to put that game in a situation.
Are we going to the Forney game already?
Oh, my bad, JP. I'm sorry.
I say this. I say this so we can move on because I already know that's what we gonna get to quick because there's so many different layers that go into it. Two things with the Argyle game. One, Emerson losing that game gives them now Region 1 ain't full of slobber knockers, but it gives them a different role where they'll play a 1 seed second round and third round, and then obviously fourth round they would run into Argyle again. So losing that game, that puts you where you pretty much gonna play a 1 seed second, third, and fourth round. Second round I think will be Wichita Falls Rider, who is typically a run at you team that has been there before. That were really, really young last year. That's one. And I mean the other thing is Lovejoy played at Argyle week 2 and they went in and it wasn't close. So that same thing wasn't an issue. Kind of going to what we talking about, Will. They went in and took care of business and it wasn't close from the beginning. They kind of jumped all over them. Argyle's quarterback got hurt and J Mac, I know you remember we our freshman team lost to Argyle twice last year, and that QB could throw the hell out that ball, and that's who took over last week. And I'd be surprised if he ain't still a quarterback after last week because he was gunning it. I think he made some mistakes in the second half that kind of helped Emerson close the gap and make it a game. But yeah, their quarterback got hurt, so they might have found their guy.
Yeah, I don't think they're giving that up. I think he's taking that. That's their quarterback, but they know that's their future. You know what I'm saying? And we'll get off of that game because I know we're ready to get on to. Hey, I was trying to wait for Todd, but Todd ain't got permission. I guess hey man, it happens. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry, Todd. You still my dog, man. We kicked it and shit. You know what I'm saying, man? Todd, we kicked it at the game. We hung out. I understand, man. I wouldn't want to mess.
Hey, we can do that game first, J Mac.
Jay Grimes actually got croutons on his salad. Like I ain't never seen croutons. Black folks don't eat croutons.
Croutons.
He actually got croutons on his salad where he feed y'all and shit. So I'm like, hey, I can't argue with it. I ain't gonna give your ass nothing but some Wonder Bread. So hey. But before we go there, man, can we talk about Skyline Cedar Hill, man? Because I was very proud of that game. And Lamont is here. He is the DeSoto #1 fan for now. We're working on relocation now with him. But you know what I'm saying? We're working on relocation.
Johnny Walker down, man. Put it down.
He's only DeSoto biggest fan until he's not. You know what I'm saying?
Put the Johnny Walker down, man.
Ferris is on, baby.
Long live Ferris, baby.
Long live Ferris.
Put the Johnny Walker down. You're going to have my...
Hey, man.
Call him my phone here in a minute, man.
He's always the biggest fan until he died. You know what I'm saying?
You're going to have him calling my phone, man. Put the Johnny Walker down.
One thing I know about my homie Matt is he signs paperwork. So we ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's crime free. You know what I'm saying? Crime free. I got plenty of crime free locations for young kids. That's all I'm saying. I got plenty of it, dog. Go ahead, Coach.
Oh, I was gonna say, man, I got a couple of rent houses, man. There's some zip codes you might need to use.
Say, man, y'all wild.
Man, y'all gonna be talking about the game, man. J-Mac will make me pull a B-Ride.
I'm sorry, man. Yo, we off the tracks right now. We off the tracks. Coach Ward, help us
What's
get
up,
back on
man?
the track. Talk about Skyline City Hill real quick.
I mean, I think everybody kind of knew. I know you Johnny will come out and you'll talk extreme, but when you was of same mind, and you and Lamont pretty much agreed, y'all felt like it was gonna come down to this game, and obviously y'all felt like Skyline was gonna take that step, and I do think they've taken a step as a program. Watching them, out there, they look different. Coleman and the crew is doing a good job, so I think that I think we knew it was gonna come down to it, and shoot. Cedar Hill pulled it off.
I thought it was a great game. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was pretty competitive. I ain't
Mm-hmm.
gonna lie. I'm not gonna front and that like I wasn't watching Forney and Lancaster on my phone while I was at the game because it had some snooze fest to it. I don't understand this, man. But if I'm a parent, man, and my kid is a really good quarterback, and I don't like the crime that's going on in my city, there's some places over there on Buckner that I would love to move to. Crime-free Pleasant Grove, man. I'm telling you, man. Over there on Buckner, over there on Forney Road, man. I'm telling you. It's a lot of crime-free places over there, man. If my son is a hell of a quarterback. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I understand, crime is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Crime is everywhere. You want to move somewhere, but the crime ain't as bad. You know what I'm saying? There's some places over there off Buckner and Forney Road that I would love to move to if it was me. But I thought it was a good game, man. My man Jacoby, he close. He close, man. He close. I thought he was gonna get it. And matter of fact, Ward, when because it looks, it's obvious I'm gonna have to take Matt Step out the barbecue. You welcome to come. I want you to come too.
Oh yeah, I'll take some of that barbecue, especially if Step saying where we going.
I ain't buying yours. I'm buying Matt.
You can't invite me and I ain't getting no free barbecue.
You go hang out. You go hang out.
Will, you see how he did me?
I see that, man. I see that. But that was because of last week, Ward. The way you came in and disrupted Sunday service was real disrespectful.
I'm just saying. You welcome to come hang out with Ben Step, man. You know what I'm saying? All y'all welcome to hang out with Ben Step. Unless I don't like you. If you're a hoe, you can't come. But if you my homie, you can come.
So
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You a hoe, you can't come. Coach Carl, did you see it in that game, man? The stats, the highlights, everything?
Yeah. I got a chance to follow it Friday, man. It was what we said it was going to be. You know what I'm saying? I knew, at the beginning of the season when I saw Cedar Hill scrimmage sock, I was like, man, that day I was like, man, Cedar Hill going to go 5-5 and get the 4th spot going to the playoffs. I think that day you spawned me, and when I saw your video of the interview, you was real nice with Nick. So with that being said,
we besties.
Huh?
We besties now.
Well, that's clear, man. I mean, because he kind of went civil rights on you, but but what I'm saying is that game was about one thing. It was about complimentary football at its finest, and that's what I saw. I saw one team that said, "Okay, hey, we're gonna be efficient on offense, 12 or 16 throwing the ball, no touchdowns, no turnovers, 262 yards rushing, maybe 5 cats with 7 or more yards running the ball." So he spreaded the ball out. He kept his offense fresh. They established the run game. I think, like Ward said for Jacoby, you know what I'm saying? Even in a loss, he got to win. And the reason why I say that, because to go from not winning the game last year to being considered, having the opportunity to get the fourth spot, I think to me that's huge. You know what I mean? And those are steps that he can build off of and take that program to new heights. So I thought it was a good game. I don't necessarily think that for me it was an upset. I knew once Nick got his squad back, his starters back, how good they could be. And that's just what it is. They play good defense. They ran the football and played special teams. They got out of there with a 28-14 win. That's big. And against Cedar Hill, against the Skyline defense, that's pretty darn good. So I think that's a plus. Yeah. Now, and I think other teams who are going to play Cedar Hill shouldn't go into that game thinking, oh, because we're this, we're going to do that to them. I think a lot of people are going to be surprised if this Cedar Hill team can stay healthy.
Hey, no doubt, man. That was Skyline defense that's ignorant.
Yeah.
IGNANT. Ignorant. That Skyline defense is ignorant.
Yeah.
Like they hit. When they see you, they hit you very, very hard.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, if I'm a parent of my kid just happen to be a very good quarterback, and you don't like where you live, it's a nice crime-free real estate on Buckner and Forney Road. That's all I'm saying.
And
what's up, Two-Time? What's happening, Coach Two-Time? What's happening, Coach?
He left again.
It's Ty said, the hell with you, Jay.
Y'all your second, third cup already, man.
Hey, man, it is what it is now. We here. If you don't like it, get your ass up out of here, because it is what it is. It is what it is. Green label in effect. You did. So, what's up, Two-Time?
Man, chilling on the what's up, man.
Hey, man, I love you, brother.
Love you in return.
Yes.
I love you in return.
That's that liquor coffee.
Hey, that's my guy, dog. You know what I like about Two-Time? Two-Time saw me, like we both got out of the parking lot at the same time. But instead of just like hit me up or you like skirt somebody where you like, hey man, Two-Time like ease with you, like, yo, J-Man. You know what I'm saying? Like Dallas, like, he like, look, man, because I don't know what this ass gonna do. So look, I'm just gonna talk to you real nice so you can turn around real easy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I like Two-Time, man. But Two-Time, tell me, man, what was your thought of that Cedar Hill Skyline game?
I thought kind of like what y'all done said, the team that probably had a slightly better offense end up pulling it out. Two solid defenses going at it, and the team that that quarterback looked like he got a little bit more command of what they doing over there with him. And they were able to pull it out. It was a good game.
Hey man, I thought it was a great game, man. And anybody else we got to talk about this home cooking, man, because we all saw the Forney Lancaster game. I just want to get to it. I want to show the stats, and hell, I want to talk about it. But because we got Lamar here, he is the Soto #1 fan for now. You know what I'm saying? But we don't never know. Last I heard, he had a for sale sign in his yard. So all I'm saying is, we got Lamar here. Y'all had homecoming. I saw all my good friends in class of 93, man. Y'all look good too, man. Shout out to the Soto class of 93, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Some of them women, y'all didn't look that good when I was in high school. Shit, goddamn. But
did you go to your reunion?
Hell no, I ain't been to one yet. But I'm gonna go eventually. But all I'm saying is they look good. Okay? That's all I'm saying. But going into the Battle of Beltline, Lamar, how do you feel going into the Battle of Beltline?
As far as what the game? I feel it.
Brother?
If I feel that we come in and play our football and play up to what we can, our abilities, it'll be over by halftime. That's no disrespect to Cedar Hill, but I just like they always say, is levels to it, and I just feel we on another level. Like I posted today in the group, it actually wasn't a shot at Cedar Hill. People talk about them folks on Kent Wisdom defense all the time. Like our defense isn't up there. Like we are one of the best defenses around. I think we actually have more team sacks than the folks on Kent Wisdom. You know, and I believe
y'all got what?
More total team sacks. Like our D lines compared to their front seven, I really believe we. Coach Ward, I know you got the computer out. Can you look that up for me?
Man, that shit don't matter. Stop that shit.
I'm just saying though.
You know, all that matters is when y'all play, how they play versus the competition. You ain't gotta talk for them. They gonna play.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We
don't matter about no stats and stacks. Stats. Somebody said something the other week. J Mac, I think that was you. You was in that little group where it was like somebody said something about the best rush, the best O line got the most rushing yards, and everybody just fired his ass up like Lamont. That don't matter, man. Hey, when they play, if they get 5-6 sacks, that's when you come on here and talk about them getting sacked.
It represents the game coming up Friday. How like people aren't talking about our defense enough. Is what I'm saying.
Well,
like,
I mean,
y'all still like. I mean, the Sun don't really like. Even though they do play solid defense, that's not what they known for, though.
Yeah,
that's right. That's all I was saying. Like I said, everybody talking about offense. If you really go look, this defense has been. Take away the Waxahachie game, which I was.
You can't take away no game. That it don't work like that.
I mean, every game have a bad game, but other than
no, they don't. You don't know they don't. If you compared it to them to this Duncanville, compare the Waxahachie game, the game you trying to take away. What happened in that game? I ain't seen it, so I don't know. I'm asking you.
See, if I say this, Coach Carr gonna go another direction with it. So
I'm just asking. I'm asking what happened in since you comparing it. Hey, you see, boy, try to shoot bail. I'm saying you compared it to them, and you try to take out the Waxahachie game because it was y'all bad game. What happened when they played them? How did that go for their front seven?
Oh, they do what they supposed to do.
Oh, so it's what they supposed to do, but it ain't what y'all supposed to do.
No, I mean we did what we supposed to do. Like you say, a lot of home cooking, 3 or 4 times.
Man, what?
Third down. Here comes
J-Mac, I mean, let's move on to Forney and Lancaster, man. We getting out track. You done got.
He asked me about the Cedar Hill.
You done got Lamont going on this. Man, come on, man. We ain't finna talk about this right now.
So wait.
Y'all talk about that on Wednesday, man.
I tell you, no, we ain't gonna talk about it on Wednesday. But I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna talk about it right now, though. Forney was a close game. We watched it. We watched it on the sideline together. Shout out to all my stock coaches, man. I love them cats, man. I hate Grind trying to buy y'all off, man. I really do, because we hang out so good together, man. But y'all gonna sell out for the money, man, instead of the trio. But I ain't mad at you. All I'm saying is we hung out. We was watching that game together, man. And shout out to Zach with them tight ass slacks. We was hanging out, right? We was watching the game, and Warren, you said something. You said something while we was watching that game. You was like, these refs on one. And that was like during the game, you said it. And of course, after the game, Forney won. Coach Paul put out some messages on Instagram that I can pull it up if y'all want to see it. That the discrepancies with the penalties and things like that was ridiculous. And he felt like Forney got some home cooking. And I got my opinions about it. If y'all want me to pull it up, I'll pull it up. But I want to hear your opinions on that first ward about, do you think, we watched that game together, and I'm pretty sure you probably went back and watched it. I went back.
Yeah, I did.
I went back and watched the game. I saw that game twice. What was your thoughts on that?
That last PI was tough. I ain't a guy that blame refs. You know what I'm saying? Because I do feel like I said, you go into them environments and you know it can't be close, because that's a part of the game. But yeah, Yeah, 11 penalties for 100-something yards to 1 for 15. That ain't common. That's hard, So
But
I get the gripe, I do. I genuinely do.
Do you think that caused a loss though? That's what I gotta ask.
Nah, I mean you
Is that
gotta
why Lancaster?
accountability, man. You gotta accountability. You gotta take that and say you gotta find the things that you could have done better to win. I ain't somebody who come out of games and takes it out of my hands. You know what I'm saying? I always my thought process is always to go and see what we could have done better or different. So that's the hard thing. I'm sure they looked at the film and felt like it's some things they did that let the game get away from them or kept it close. And both teams can always feel that way in hindsight. But I can't put it. I never will put it on no refs. That it's tough, and I can see the gripe. But I mean, a loss is a loss.
And I ain't gonna lie, I agree with the brother Scott Key of Alito, and he, like he just said, I put that comment right there, man. If you the better team, you win. Period.
Yep.
Regardless of adversity.
I agree.
Right? That's how I feel about penalties. Even though I do like to bring them up because I was brought up in a different era than a lot of other folks. But I do feel like nowadays the better team wins. Like that's got to be something you got to talk to your team about when you go into places like Forney and other places, Highland Park, South Lake Carroll, Argyle. What you think about that, Coach Carl?
Well, it's kind of like in boxing, right? When you go into a boxing and you're fighting a champ, they always say you can't let it come down to the scorecards. You can't let it come down to the judges. You know what I mean? Like, you got to beat the champ. If you want to beat the champ, you literally got to beat the champ. So it's kind of like going into a home field. You got to have that same mentality. You cannot make these games close. And if you look at it, in overtime, I think the only time where we're really talking about the refs is in overtime. You know what I mean? And there are a lot of things that kind of went on before overtime that you could have corrected. You know what I mean? To not even be in that position. I think that it was just a good game. It was a football game that played out the way that it should play. Meaning, yeah, you will want to win. And I just think that there's a level of accountability that you have to have as a head coach, not to say the refs. To me, you're making excuses for why you're in a situation as opposed to what could we as a team have done to get better. You know what I mean? Let the fans do that. Let other people do that. But I don't think that's something that you should put into the atmosphere and the energy as the head coach. And outside of that, man, I mean, you lost to Forney. Like, it's not like, Swaggy said it at the beginning of the year. And he was like, Lancaster can lose to Forney. He said that. And it set off a whole thing this year, J-Mac, right? And when it got set off, it really played out the way that we talked about it. Because I was like, shit, they're going to go, they might not win. I said, they might go 0-4. And they said, oh, man, no, they won the game. They beat Skyline. I said, well, whatever. But at the end of the day, Lancaster is what Lancaster has been. Their problem has been all year. It's finding a way to make adjustments in the biggest game of the year, at the biggest moments of the year, that control the outcome of a game in real time. And I just think that you kind of got caught in that situation. I don't take nothing from Lancaster. I thought they played their butts off. I thought they competed. I thought they did everything that they could do, but it just wasn't enough to win the game. And I don't think you should take away from what they did, how they did it, and the game that the kids played, because they played their butts off. That was a really, really, really good game. And Lancaster was down for most of that game. Mm-hmm. So for them to fight back and go up and go up and have an opportunity, we always talk about it, Ty. What we talk about? Special teams, right?
Yeah.
Special teams. You don't miss the extra points. You're still in this game. You know what I mean? Penalties didn't have nothing to do with that. So I just think that, Yeah, that's just what I think. At the end of the day, the best team won, and it wasn't because Lancaster wasn't a good team. It's just that Lancaster didn't capitalize on the opportunities that they had to keep themselves in the game.
Yeah, hear me?
Oh man.
Yeah, hear me?
Now I know Swaggy, you was at the game, man. Before I ask Lamont and Coach Todd, I want to hear. I know Coach Todd, he know about these ref situations, but he deals with that, especially during the playoffs. But go ahead, Swaggy, tell him you was at the game, man. Tell him what's up.
Yeah, hear me?
It's breaking up.
Right.
Get your mic right.
In the basement.
Hold on.
Let me add Lamont. Lamont,
Yeah.
what do you think about that game, man? The Lakers, I thought this was a win game for Lakers. And
two things. Like you say, special teams matters. I just saw how I was following the game, but I didn't see how they really lost it till this morning. Like you say, special teams matter. Also, I want to speak of. I'm hearing a lot of passes and stuff when it comes to these flags. Now, a couple weeks ago, when the shoe was on the other foot, there was no passes. There was no excuses. There was no finger pointing. So why now that it's Lancaster, it's 11-1. There's a discrepancy. But when I brought that up in the Waxahachie game, y'all wasn't trying to hear that. Can you hear me?
No, Lamont, let me answer this for you. There's levels to this. You are a championship team. There's expectations.
For the playoffs.
No, sir. DeSoto is a championship team. There's no descriptions there.
And DeSoto still won that game because they are a championship team.
So let's not do that. Let's not.
No. You can't hold one team accountable.
You absolutely can't. It's levels to this, dude.
They fighting for their playoff lives here.
It's levels to this, son. They don't know. They don't know how to win.
They fighting for their playoff lives here.
Yeah,
they
don't know how to win. All right, okay.
Come on here and act like it's nothing. DeSoto go out and have 12-13, win the game by
not Lancaster.
And the Sky's out.
DeSoto is not Lancaster.
You giving them a pass, coach?
No, you're not giving them a pass. Listen, I'm never going to give a team that is a championship team a pass. I'm not giving Lancaster a pass. Lancaster had 11 turnovers. And what did I say, Lamont? Did the 11 turnovers cause them to miss an extra point in overtime? 11 penalties. Did the 11 penalties cause them to have miss an extra point in overtime?
Coach, you went on a 20-minute rant.
Because you're a championship team. If you don't understand that, man, you're never going to understand what a champion thinks like.
No, I get it, but I also get for a team fighting.
You can't say but. You can't say but. And you can't say but. But negates everything you just said.
Let me do this real quick so I can leave. What's the question, J-Mac?
Eat now.
No, I'm having family dinner. What's the question, J-Mac?
We were just talking about the game, and I got the box score so you can see it.
Man, let me.
Clearly, Lancaster dominated the game, right?
Let me tell you.
We look at the box score, but
what a game they got changed, man.
Right, you breaking in and out, bro.
Yeah, Swag, you breaking in and out.
Oh,
we got to kick you out.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you, Swag.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, come on.
Let me tell you what the game really got changed at. Lancaster just get the ball back in the second quarter. They got all the momentum going. Matter of fact, they had just caught an interception. Got the momentum going. Everything going good. They drive it down the field. You got 3 timeouts. Coach Todd, I know you aren't here, so I'm glad you aren't here. You too, Ward. You got 3 timeouts. You got, I think it was like 2 minutes on the clock. Please explain to me why are you playing hurry up offense with 3 timeouts? So they get a completed pass down the field to T. Eric. They run down the field. Quarterback spiked the ball. Hurry up and try to throw the ball. Interception. Momentum killed. Where you could have used that timeout, you could have used 1 of 3 timeouts and stopped the clock yourself. So I just feel like a lot of things with them, man, went wrong. But I gotta get credit where it's due. referee wise, hey, that overtime penalty, that was bogus. That was awful. That ball was way overthrown. That was an uncatchable pass. That call should have been called. Lancaster should have won that game. And that's just the truth. But hey, no excuse. They lost. Gotta move on.
I mean, that's easy to say now, though, Swag, right? I mean, the head coach
Well, for them,
came on.
they the thing about it now they got to win out. One loss, they're eliminated. We know who 1, 2, and 3 gonna be now. Longview, North, and Forney. So for Lancaster, you can't finish no higher than 4th. Get ready for Port Arthur Memorial. That's all I can say.
That's a long ass trip.
That's probably one and done. So they'll probably be on your one and done boys song.
Dang. Okay, Todd, talk to me.
All right, what's the question again?
All right, y'all, I'm gone.
Okay. What you think? I got the stats up. I don't know if you need to see the stats or not, but I know we watched that game, the Lancaster Forney game. Is it legitimate to blame home cooking for the loss? Because of course we know,
like some stuff you ain't gonna do publicly. You know, like when you in the office confined, you're gonna probably say some shit how you really feel. More so than like out there for everybody else. You just gotta look at the opportunities that may escape you, that you had to take advantage of some stuff you didn't, or what may have went wrong. But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm somebody who done lost on some what I call some judgmental, messed up calls in some games. But what I know was, no matter what happened, it don't change the it don't change the win and loss at the end of the day, man. So it's a tough situation. My biggest thing, I watched the last play of the game, and to me that's not nothing you call on no 4th and 10 of no prize championship fight type of game that come down to the wire. And that's one thing I always tell the officials. Let the kids settle it out. I don't want no ref making no goddamn decision on who win and lose. We lose by the kid get beat. Let them get beat. But yeah, that's a tough call, man. That shit was tough. On that PI. I ain't calling PI. And I probably in my younger days would have said something because he touched him. But after being with Ward for these years, I view that type of shit totally different, because how the receiver ran it route, it was like
it was
like he tried to stem the receiver all the way inside, then work back out, and the receiver DB got to to contest the guy and get a little hands on him and shit. But it wasn't nothing obvious. It was just like a bullshit throw. The ball wasn't on the mark, but I mean, shit, you win some, you lose some that way. Shit, it's just the way it is. My biggest thing with Lancaster, like I've been saying the whole time, was no matter what their record is, I still think they can beat anybody they play. You just keep hoping to get that win where they can get in the playoffs. But if they get in the playoffs, they may shock somebody, may shock one or two people. But shit.
Hey, but Ty, do you think, because it looked like that was the play call, right? Like it wasn't like let's try to compete this ball. It looked like in overtime they was throwing them routes to get PI.
Yeah, the receiver was fighting for the call, not trying to get to the ball. That was my issue. When I saw it, I'm like, man, he's not even trying to get to the ball. I wouldn't have called it because the kid wasn't trying to catch the ball. He started, as soon as he got touched, he started doing all this stuff.
But see, that's what I'm saying. It looked like they was calling that. You know what I'm saying? Like it looked like, because if you look at Forney, that whole game, man, they couldn't throw the ball across the street. You know what I'm saying? So the only way they was able to be able to get down there was to throw the ball, and it looked like, because it was the same receiver on the opposite side, and it looked like he didn't even try to catch the ball. As soon as he got any touch, he just started jumping in the air like, oh my God, like I got touched. And they couldn't flag. You know what I'm saying? It didn't look like he was literally trying to.
And one thing in hindsight for me, when I'm looking at it, and I think that's the same direction. When I'm looking at it now, I'm like, okay, whatever they like to do in the crunch for a big play, it like to go to the left side, and it always somehow ends in that end zone. That's the same end zone, I believe, where the Longview catch, came down, was an inbounds and inbounds.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm thinking that maybe they had a tendency to do that, maybe I still send the pressure because the D-line them got through there. Like, if he didn't throw that ball, he threw it, his ass was sacked. Maybe, maybe to get somebody over top to that left, to the right side of the defense, maybe that was some secondhand thinking, because we know they're going to go to this side because that's where they throw the ball every Monday time is going to the left. But, I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, like the thing with me is, like, when people talk bad about Lancaster, that's what I'm saying, the margin of error, the difference between a 2-4 or a 2-5 Lancaster and a 6-1 Forney is one play. And that's what I was talking about when J Mac earlier was making it seem like they had arrived, so-called.
Mm-hmm.
And now when you look at it now, like what I'm saying, to me it looked like they are looking at the first 4 games of the year, you thought they were offensive powerhouse. Now when you watch it, it looked like, hey, maybe they a better defensive team.
Mm-hmm.
And
and that's what I would say. I mean, because if you look at their offense, Todd, this is the second week I don't watch their offense, and they don't have an offense. You know what I'm saying? Like it's their defense has been carrying them in the biggest games of the year.
They've shown up.
Yeah, they put them on their back. You know what I
And
mean?
like English said after the Longview game, after 1 week you blow it off. I blew it off. But after 2 weeks, for Lancaster to outgain them 420 something to 200, and they kept them out of the end zone that much. They are playing bend but don't break and getting still pause in the red zone. You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, I'll say this. It's levels, and I think it's steps, and I think J-Mac talked about this before. I think Forney has definitely taken a step. You talking about last year, I think they lost 40-something-7 and 50-something-7 against Longview and Lancaster. So they done taken a step as a program. That next step is it translating to playoff wins. And like what Coach Todd is saying, you thinking it's an offensive team, but when you play the real teams, you really realizing you're a defensive team. So that's where that complementary football starts to come in, and I'll be eager to see how they transition to play complementary football to what it's shown. You know what I'm saying? You can be what you can say you want to be this or that, but to win some of them playoff games and take that next step, it's gonna have to move to a transition because they obviously playing defense.
Yeah. And I see both teams say they have arrived. Like, no, I mean, maybe in your eyes of what a rival is, but that ain't a rival to me. I mean that they're just playing competitive in district. I mean, like when Forney was being talked about, when Swagger said he like we were talking state contenders type shit. Like we're not finna downgrade this shit now.
Yeah. Like they got these kids now. They got these kids and this and that. Yeah. Nah.
Yeah. To play the number 2 team possession, you don't think they can get high to make a run?
Who?
Longview. They played Longview. What was it? 13.
No. I'm saying you guys, when you look at Longview, I think they played Longview. I think they did a great job defensively versus Longview. I think they do. But what I'm still saying is, where the 60 points at? Like that what people ain't answering. Like
I'm talking about that they have arrived type. Like they a team that should be ready.
Lamont.
How Lamont? Like because they competing? Like this is what I'm saying. This the part that annoys me. Competing ain't arrived. Like okay, they was getting that last year. They were getting their ass kicked. Now they're competing. That's a step. Props to them for the step. But like this arrived shit, come on, man. Like what are we talking about? Like I don't like it because when Lancaster competed with Geyer, we didn't say they arrived because they competed with Geyer.
That's true.
Like you competing is a step, but we don't give them kudos to somebody who's used to competing.
Got you.
Yeah, like good for them. They took a step. That's good shit. But like blow it up like, oh, they could be Longview now. They finna be they might be in the state semifinal versus Alito. Like that's how everybody talking. Like, nah, it's still levels. Longview's still the favorite. Everybody still expect them to run in the Timberview. And if Forney beats one of them teams in the playoffs, then we can give them that.
Yeah, because ain't nobody say soccer ride till we had to beat Alito for somebody to say we ride.
Yeah. Didn't nobody say we ride because we beat Frisco or the first time we played Alito close in the playoffs. Didn't nobody say it's a ride. Nah.
That was luck. Yeah, you beat Alito, that was luck. But I don't say that. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm going with. Forney has a great defense. And I mean this with all due respect, right? Like Coach Fleener, I gave you props on your offense and on your team. Coach Fleener, you and your assistants, y'all are some of the #1 trending coaches on TikTok for all your videos. But I'm going to tell you, like I told Lancaster, it's time for you to get your ass off social media. TikTok will be there after the season over with, which seems to be 1 week after the season over with for you. Mm-hmm. If you don't get your ass off TikTok. I don't give a damn about trending videos. This show is about winning championships and growing. Your offense stink when they play anybody average. Bottom line is, if you're going to get out that one and done, boys, you're going to have to get off of fucking TikTok and get in the film room and figure out how you can get your star running back the ball in space and get yards. You're going to have to figure out how your QB can complete a pass without a pass interference. You're gonna have to figure this out. If not, you're gonna be right back on TikTok before Thanksgiving. So all I'm saying is, I like Forney. I love the defense. But that offense is some bullshit. Look, man, when you play good teams, you gotta be able to score. Good teams score. Bottom line. Good teams score when they get inside the 10. Bottom line. Good teams score when they get in the red zone. Bottom line. So you got plenty of time to trend on TikTok. Right now, we need you to trend inside the 10.
Johnny. Real
talk. And then my thing too, J Mac, when you look at it, and I'm saying that, and you know, everybody, you know, saying that the running back, you know, agreed that the running back got a lot of talent. But you got like, look, it ain't like Lancaster haven't gave up 100-yard rushes this year. You feel what I'm saying? So if that was that, like, that's what I'm saying. I think the running back may have had like 20-something carries.
25.
Yeah, okay. With 25, it was under 100 yards.
Absolutely, 82 or something like that.
What was the difference between him and, like, I think Danny may have had 183. I think
Longview kid had 200, didn't he?
Who was that?
The Longview kid.
Yeah, he had 180. Yeah,
180.
he had 200. Yeah, something like that. I know the kid from North McKinney North had like 11 for 130. Somebody from Den Guy went over 100. So that's what I'm saying too. Like, you know, like where was the disconnect in that part of it too?
Because he had 90. He had 94 yards, 25 carries, 94 yards, and touchdown.
Yeah, it was something like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm looking at that part too. You know, when people been saying Lancaster run defense, you know, wasn't that good. You know, they looked like they did a solid job. You know, against
Lamont. That was Lamont. Lamont said it.
Yeah, I stand by one good game.
He tried to look out. Lamont tried to act like he was.
Nah, I was looking at the names. Rangers pulled it off. I was looking at the
Hey,
highlights.
but look though, let me ask you this though, Top. Do you think that the sense of urgency that Lancaster's playing at played a factor into that?
I really probably think that Lancaster probably played a team that if you rate Lancaster's schedule, I would say that team is probably that they just went against is probably based on the team that Lancaster's played this year.
Mm-hmm.
That team may be near the bottom of teams that they played this year too.
So who would you? So it'd be Dengar.
I mean,
Longview.
Yeah, Dengar, us, Longview.
Yeah, Sock, Longview.
And then they still get to play McKinney North, so that remains to be seen.
Yeah, so when I'm looking at the overall thing, I would probably say offensively, as far as their defense going against, I'd probably say because Skyline don't really got the quarterback to operate their shit right now.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they do got some physical kids and doing a lot better, but they still mainly a defensive team.
Correct.
They got to keep them in the game. But I mean, Lancaster, if you rank Lancaster's schedule, where would you rank Forney on the list of all the team Lancaster played this year?
I would say if you rank Forney, I would say you would have to rank them right behind Longview and Dengar. And the only reason why, because head to head, they played Longview. They was a touchdown away from beating Longview. Head to head, right? So that's how I view it. North McKinney, you could put them in there at 3, but we just don't know enough about North McKinney yet. Right, so they haven't played Longview.
And Lancaster losses, all of them, pretty much beside our game, have been like a 7-point loss.
Right, that's
it's been like even though it's been a 1-possession loss.
Well,
so
to me, I forgot about the sock game. But I was just talking about mostly. I forgot about the sock game. So yeah, it would be Longview, Sock, and Dengar. You know what I mean? Like those 3 games were like really, really tough teams to play. Right, so. That gives them a tough schedule. However, I think that if you have to put Forney right behind you guys in that top 4 because of head-to-head competition, right? They played Longview really well, and they beat, you know what I mean? And they're what, 2nd in their district now?
Yeah,
so they got to play McKinney North for the 2 seed.
Yeah,
McKinney North. Yes, sir. So I think to me, when you look at Lancaster. The hard part is that out of all the games they played, except for the sock game, they was in every one of them. You know what I mean? And that's the part where it kind of puts you in a situation where, from a talent-wise, they have the talent to be a really good team. You know what I mean? I think there's a lot of growing pains in that culture, in that organization, that I think that's prohibiting them from getting to where they need to go this year. That's what I think.
I just don't think they're gonna be practicing on Thanksgiving if they don't figure out how to score goddamn football against our team. Anytime you're getting raised on, you relying on pass interference and the referee. That's cute in the regular season, but that's not gonna win in the postseason.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jay, man. I thought again, at the end of the day, when you look at Forney, and this is the first time I really just looked at them, because I kind of gave them their offense, okay, they're playing Longview. But if you really, really looked at that Forney game, it wasn't nothing excited about them on offense that made you go, there's not a player outside of their running back that you feel threatened by. You know what I mean? And I think that's their biggest problem. I don't think they have the skill sets in that offense to threaten anybody outside of the running back.
And that's the issue, Will, that I have. When you can average 60 points against 4 or 5 different teams, you got to figure that out against good competition too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't looking at players versus good competition and then feeling like, and I ain't talking about you, just then feeling like we ain't got enough. That's hard. It's hard to have 60 points, dog.
It is, but it's also, to me, it's kind of like one of those things if you pad in your schedule. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like, did you remember NCAA football, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, so like they had the dynasty mode where you can like go in and build your team, And I would take these teams, like I took Alabama A&M, Texas Southern one year. Y'all won the championship. So I took Texas Southern one year, right? And I took them and I put them as an independent. But I played 1 AA East, 1 AA West.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just to kind of get the team going and get them whatever. And then once you're able to get those type of players, then you go out and you play the best teams and see what you really got.
Right.
I think Forney is one of those teams this year where they're still in the let me play who I
Yeah,
can
for
play.
sure. For sure.
You know what I'm saying? To get
I agree.
wins. And I think the thing that surprised us is that yes, they was putting up 65 points, but I think the one thing that surprised us to see them compete against Longview, to go to Lufkin and beat Lufkin, you know what I mean? And still be in these games. Now, the Lancaster game, to me, at the end of the day, I'm just going to say this. To end that game on a pass interference call when it was obvious that that's all they was trying to do, that's just bad on the refs. You know what I mean? But special teams is special teams. I don't know, man. What do you think, Lamont? Do you think Forney offensive struggles is a personnel driven or a competition based?
It could be a combination of both. I mean, to go to what you were saying about the scheduling part, like we all know, schedules are pretty much made 2 years, in 2-year increments. Last year, Forney wasn't. Anybody think they was gonna be that good to compete with anything like that? So this year's schedule was kind of, soft. Now going forward, next year's preseason schedule, I agree they're gonna have to play some tougher competition to figure some things out before they get to district, before they get to those tougher games.
Hey, they record the same, FYI, fellas. At this point, last year and this year, their record is the same. Just so we clear on that.
Yeah, and the thing
they lost to Lancaster last year.
Oh, they did lose to Lancaster. Yeah, so they lost one more.
That's the only.
No, J-Man. They lost to Crandall last year. They beat Crandall this year, so it's still the same.
Oh yeah.
Still the same. They lost Crandall week 1, and they lost to Lancaster. This year, they beat Crandall, and they beat Lancaster.
I mean, I just got to ask you guys. I'm going to ask all you guys this, man. Where do y'all see Forney going right now? I mean, let's just get to the chase. They going 5-8 to 1 playoff.
I mean, what's their matchup like? Who they match up with?
It's gonna be the 2 or 3 seed from that district.
That Port district.
Oh, so I don't know nothing about their football down there. I don't even know who in their district.
Last year they were the 3 seed. I'm looking at it. Last year they were the 3 seed, and they lost to Babers Hill 24-7. That district is Crowley, Baytown Sterling, LaPorte, Baytown Lee, Baytown, whatever that is, Kingwood Park, Port Arthur Memorial, and Porter High School.
Okay,
that's the district.
I think they'll win. I think they'll get out the program.
I think they'll get to the second round for sure.
Yeah.
I think they need the 2 seed to make it easier though. They got to beat McKinney North.
Yeah.
I do think that. I think that game is a big seeding game for them. I mean, yeah, that's a big seeding game.
Where's that game at, Ward? You got the schedule on. Where's that McKinney North game?
Let me see. I'll tell you.
Well, if you're in at home, I ain't picking. I'll tell you that right now.
It's at home in 2 weeks. Not this week, but next week. 2 homes. Yeah. It's at home.
If it's at home, they'll probably win. And I got to get this off my chest. I love you, Weebo, Coach Paul. I love you, Todd. I love all y'all. But look, man, quit complaining about the refs when you're on the road. You want to fix this? Then you make your home field the same kind of advantage. You want to fix this? When they come next time they come down to Lancaster, they don't get a call. You get 1. You get 1 person, you get 15. And watch out for that.
You can't do that.
Why we can't? Why we can't? Why we can't?
No, they can't. You got because you don't understand how this referee shit work too.
You the specialist. That's why you here, baby.
Make it happen.
Nah, they're like you ain't got enough power and money for that type of shit. You gotta realize how the referee shit work.
Why we don't?
Shit, well, please. Motherfucker ain't had no light bulbs and that shit.
What's up?
I'm telling you, like what benefits some like the difference being like this, okay? Let's say all us in the same little official pool. Like, let's say all us Dallas chapter. But then let's say Lamont Fort Worth chapter. So no matter when Lamont got the Fort Worth chapter, so whenever he can mess over anybody that's refereed by the Dallas chapter because they never go to Fort Worth to use them, per se. But if we all in the Dallas chapter, they not gonna like it ain't gonna even become a question of messing over certain team because they looking to also get selected in the playoffs. So then that's where a lot of this other shit started to get tied in. Then is what coaches are connected to certain coaches that's gonna vouch for you for another coach. Let's say there's some partners in Houston that that need some refs out of Dallas. They're gonna ask you for a recommendation on somebody. So all that shit on recommendation. So if you got a bad reputation by somebody in a power position, then you really them refs ain't fucking over that. They ain't fucking off their playoff money. Okay. They ain't finna do that, Jay. Yeah, because you ain't got no money. It's a difference between like you go to Odessa, get screwed over the officials, but hell, Odessa referee don't give a damn about nobody coming up there from Dallas playing Odessa in non-district. It's the way we do, but when you down here, and I don't know what chapter Forney used. I don't know if they used Dallas chapter or
it was Dallas. This game was Dallas.
Okay, so Dallas chapter. I mean, like them officials, like they janky too. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm shit. You don't know they have to just shit.
That's why I can't use the R word. Because it was a lot of us on that officiating, right?
I mean, but just I mean, us don't mean that we the same, though. To be honest with you,
us are worse, J-Man, because you got to think about it like this. There are a lot of black referees. If they got a team that's a black team in there, they gonna side more towards the white team. I don't know why they do that because I guess clearly they do it because they don't want to have favoritism. But man.
And then some teams, Jay, may be honest, like when you talking about refs, like some refs got to know how football is played in different areas. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you get to DeSoto, like you get the DeSoto Dunkerville game, if you don't get no experienced ref that's not gonna flag every little thing, that game gonna go on for 38 hours. Because it's gonna be a million penalties. Like it's nothing you gonna do if you a ref that won't throw flags. That game is gonna have penalties in it. Like that's gonna happen. It's too much emotion with the coaches, with the kids, with every damn body. So you gotta have refs that know how to play football the way we play, which may be like going to a youth league game and kind of seeing how the whole shit is done. You get somebody that ain't from around here to ref that game. Shit, that shit gonna be terrible. They're gonna be throwing that shit. They're gonna call something every play.
That's like Westfield Dunkerville last year. Them refs knew what it was. They ain't throw a whole lot of flags, but there was a whole lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, you ain't finna get no hold the call unless it's just blatant, like somebody cow rope somebody. Like you ain't finna get none of them back. It's like gladiator style football where you done locked, you close the gates up, and then only time you call something when it's blood strike.
So where do we go from here, Coach? I got to answer. Where do Lancaster go from here?
Shit, they need to win the last three. Shit. You keep spinning that wheel of fortune. Shit. So you still got to change.
You came on here and you predicted they were going to win out. You were wrong.
I know, man. I was wrong. The damn referee screwed me over, man. I was on my way up to Lancaster to get me a Weibo shirt to wear on the show today if they had won.
You did. You called it. You like, I'm gonna meet quality of.
I'm gonna meet their bus back at the goddamn school and put on the shirt for the day.
So I gotta ask, my two biggest Weibo critics, Coach Carr and Lamont, have we changed out? Have we ever changed of heart on Lancaster?
All right, so J-Mac, here's a true story. So as much as you want to call me a critic, I only said they was gonna lose 2 games this whole year. I said they was gonna lose to SOC and Longview before the season started, and then then the other stuff happened that made me change my mind after that. And even this week, I even predicted them to win this week. I predicted them to win North McKinney. My problem with Lancaster is always going to be the same. They cannot make real-time decisions that affect the game and the outcome. Those kids give them every opportunity to be in the game. But these games that they're losing are not on these kids. It's in-game decisions. It's in-game decisions. It's all it is. So until they can fix their problem, which they haven't fixed since the Reedy game, we're still going to keep having these problems. That's just my opinion. And every week they have proven me right.
I agree with Coach Carr on this one, man. I made a post earlier about they just find different ways to lose ball games. Rather it's blowouts, rather it's mixed extra points, mismanaging the clock. It's just been different. It's a snowball effect this year. And like I say, it may have started with the Reedy game with that onside kick. I just ain't got no faith. I said it a couple weeks ago, and I'm standing on it, man. It's just been one of those years for Weibo where if it's a way to lose, they gonna find a way to go get that L.
Yeah, well said, Lamont.
Then that Bills game was good.
And Coach Carr word, losers find a way to lose.
That's what they do, man.
They gonna find a way to get that L.
Yeah. Hey man, everybody wait for 2 weeks, man. That's what everybody waiting on.
Listen, Ty, at the end of the day, man, we all want Lancaster to be successful.
Oh, I ain't talking about Lancaster right now. I'm talking about 2 weeks did the Soto goddamn Duncanville guy.
Oh, well, yeah, we know what that is, Coach. He going to have a whole different story up there, up to the right.
But trust me, he going to be here, Coach. Trust me, he's going to be here.
I can never say is I don't run. I talk a lot of shit, so I gotta be able to take it on the chin. And J-Mac can tell you, St. Francis last year, and the folks on Camp Wisdom, I stood in the paint, let people get their jokes out.
No, you don't take them jokes on them. You get mad at them 11 penalties y'all be getting against Waxahachie. So I don't necessarily know if you grew up.
That is the double standards you have about it.
No.
So how's it? It couldn't be home cooking for Waxahachie, but it's home cooking in Forney.
But this the thing, Lamont. That people, when they talked about y'all, because I watched that show, people talked about y'all in reference to what y'all had to do and had to fix to beat Duncanville. It wasn't in reference to Waxahachie. So that makes the situation totally different. We talk about Lancaster in a game versus their opponent. Y'all were being talked about constructively. Like they can't do this if they want to do this. So you can't it's not the same.
Because that's why you come on the show, man. You broke it down, bro.
Yeah, they wasn't talking about it like, oh, see, they struggle with Waxahachie. Waxahachie should have won. Like it wasn't. The conversation was never about the competition between them two teams. It was only in reference to Duncanville. Like if they want to have a chance in this game, they can't do this, and this. That's what makes it different.
That makes a lot more sense. I got you. I give you that because of course you can't. Two great teams come when it's playing each other now. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. No, you can't make it hard.
Yeah, that's what Will was saying about a championship team. They was being being looked at like to play good ball. So the mistakes make you concerned when they play another championship team.
Gotcha.
Thank you, Coach Ward. Thank you, Coach Ward. Because
now I will still say we both.
I don't speak good American English. So,
Now, I got this. This is my opinion on Lancaster, right? And Coach Todd, I feel like a young coach should always have a good sounding board on his staff, right? So if like just take for instance, say I get a head coaching job somewhere, right? I'm a young coach. I want to have a veteran on my staff that can keep me in check, right? I want that veteran. Like even on the show, I got Coach Carl over here, right? Like we talking X and O's. If I get out of line of X and O's, Coach Carl gonna say, "Hey,
I mean, Coach Sands been around a lot of football.
Who?
Coach Sands.
Who is that? Elaborate.
He was the year we went to state of Lincoln. He was the DC. He was the head coach when Samp left. Then he went to be the DC with Daryl Jordan and down there in Lamar when they went to state. You know what I'm saying? So like Coach Sandham, he done coached in college. He been a college coach before. He got up that I can say that there's been around some football. And she'll be able to give you that some sound advice, just some situational type stuff.
Well, I mean, do you think he using it?
I mean, goddamn, J Mac, I want a dub.
I want a dub.
I mean, I can't say what go on in every coach locker room, but I'm saying that's the only one I know that's been around football at a couple different places and has had success, at places that he was at as an assistant coach.
I mean, hey, that's why you here, Coach. I mean, I didn't know that. I didn't think he had none. So
yeah, I mean, but a lot of time, man, I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of time, it really like the amount of advice that you can gain from wisdom, and then the minute it got to come from somebody that really know or really been there or really got skins on the wall too. And a lot of time, most people learn from experience over wisdom. So the problem with experience is you're gonna get burnt on your hand a couple times, but eventually you will learn and improve. Or if you don't learn and improve, then you won't. You ain't gonna excel no way. But I mean, with a lot of cats, I mean, you really like you listen to Will because you know Will. You say, Will was your boy. He coached to college. You've been knowing Will since he was little. You trust him. I mean, that trust ain't easy to come by. In this coach game, and that's what I was talking about when I was like, it was a switch from Gilbert to Powell. Like it's a different structure when cats. Yeah, you can have good coaches, but that don't mean the trust can always be there 100% when you ain't got enough skins and done been enough war wounds with these cats.
It makes sense, and that's why that's why we got you guys here to help us see that clearly. Because that's what I was always wondering because I know as far as coordinators, he don't have a sounding board. I don't know what Coach Sands coach over there, but
he coached some on defense. I know he on the defense somewhere, but I'm saying that's just somebody I know that's over there that I've known, for about almost 20 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Hopefully he leaning on it. And I do want to say this about Coach Paul. There's been too much criticism about Coach Paul. Coach Paul has done everything I've asked personally.
Yeah.
He running the ball because Lacey is one of the leading rushers in the area. This past game, he figured out how to get Agent Zero the ball. He got the ball 11 times, right? And he's playing. I thought he was playing good complementary offense these last two games. It just ain't happened.
And they went to one quarterback. You was asking for that too.
Oh, and I was asking for one quarterback, and he settled on it. Now, whether or not people want to agree who's the quarterback, that's for every individual argument. All I said was settle on one.
Man, the problem with football is, man, what hurt you one week may don't never hurt you again. So every time it's always something else you learn in the game. 1 week you can lose a game because the onside don't recover. Then you spend all your onside recovery, but then the next year you get a field goal block. Then we gonna get the field goal block right. We gonna make sure this right. Then Yeah, I mean, you don't line up in victory right. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Right.
it's
always something. Yeah, but that's the game of football, though, right?
Yeah. It's like golf in that type of thing. Where golf, yeah, you're on the same course, but was it windy today? You know, like everything changed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Even though you're on the same course, that's how this football stuff is. When you learning what it takes. Most of the time, in order to find out what it takes, you got to find out what it don't take a lot of the time. And then that's why I'm like, that shit chemistry, man, and just getting it right. And then no one formula works at another place. Like you can take pieces of it, but what I can do is soccer. Let's say we went somewhere else that don't be successful at that other place. So all that shit play a part into it too, man. Big time.
Ain't no doubt. And I'm happy he done everything he done. Y'all already know I'm a Pastor Paul fan, so I want him to continue to get better and figure it out, right? I do think he's gonna take a step back this year. Ain't no doubt about it. I don't think there's no way around it. I think he's taking a step back this year. But I do think this could be a vital point in his coaching career as far as learning. This is a good learning year for him to take the 2 steps forward. But I want to get off of here. Before we get off of here,
hey man, if you take a step back and then take 2 steps forward, what the fuck is that?
You're on the right track.
Hey, J-Mac, and they could still do that this year. Because the thing is, if they take care of business and they win a first round game, they right back to where they were last year.
Right back.
And like you said, and like Coach Carr said, no matter the level of competition, they've been in every game this year and had an opportunity to win. So even if they draw a 2 seed or a 1 seed, they can still get in there. And that team, like Todd was saying, might be the 3rd or 4th best team they've played this year. So they could easily be in a situation where they right back in the second round game, And if they win a second round game, hell, they took a step forward.
Right, and that's the thing. Like you don't.
If they gotta go down south, they're not coming back with them.
Yeah, I don't think they can get the 3rd seed. The highest they can get 4th.
I said 4th seed. Yeah, 4th seed.
And then
it'll be a 1 seed. But again, who is the opponent? We said probably Memorial.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is Memorial rank, Will, on the list of teams they played?
See, that's where I was about to go.
Are they over Longview? Are they over Guard? Like we're not talking about talking about them going into a situation that ain't easier than situations they've been in.
And see, that's what I'm talking about. I think that's the key, though, Ward, is what we're talking about is, if they can get in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Right?
They just got to beat Lufkin.
Yeah, so I'm going to tell you a quick story.
Realistically.
Man. We was playing arena football, and we was the number 8 seed. We had to beat the Tampa Bay Lightning Storm or whatever to get into the playoffs last game. We beat the number 1 team on the road, the number 2 team on the road, and we played the number 3 team for the championship. The New York Knicks. Remember when they got into they was the 8th seed and got in with Sprewell and all them and made it to the Eastern Conference Finals or to the NBA Finals. A team that is good has been through battle tests and things that they've had to go through with on and off the field only makes them stronger. They get into the playoffs, like you said. They play at Port Arthur Memorial. I don't know nothing about Port Arthur Memorial or how they play football down there. I just know that I don't see Port Arthur Memorial or anybody like that in the playoffs or a state championship game, anything. So, to me, I think Lancaster has a chance, but they have to win out. And if they win out, start feeling good about winning, then and here's the beauty of it. They still desperate. You know what I mean? Like, they still are a desperate team. So, I think they got every opportunity to get in, man. For real. I don't know. Like Coach G said, they beat Port Neches Grove. Like I say, I don't know nothing about none of those teams down there. I know that Dengar could beat whoever they talking about, and I know Sock could beat whoever they talking about, and I know Longview could probably beat whoever.
Sock was in a dog fight with whoever we talking about.
Who down played?
Yeah, but they won 8 though. They won it. You know what I'm saying? They beat them.
That's what I'm saying. But you talking about you said that a little too easy. All I'm saying is, if they gotta drive 5 hours, I don't expect them to come back with them. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
It's gonna be a hard pass, man.
Oh,
Show
so
me
wait a
where
minute.
they was.
Is the first round? Does the first round the people
Home
who
field?
got home field advantage?
Uh-huh. Yeah, now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they got to go down there.
Yeah. That
Yeah, show me where they won a big game on the road.
But that's the thing though, J Mac. Maybe they need to get away from us.
Yeah, sometimes that's better.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And here's the other thing. How many people showed up? How many people showed up to the Forney game? It wasn't a lot over there.
No. Swagger was there. Swagger went.
No, I'm saying when I was watching on TV behind a bench, I didn't see Lancaster like thick.
Well, Lancaster don't have a crowd like that. They got a bandwagon.
They don't have one?
They fans are very fair weather. I'm just gonna be honest. And I know you Lancaster fans don't like it, but take it. Y'all some hoes when it comes to getting on the road.
Yeah, they go to Port Arthur. They might have 20 fans make that drive.
Oof.
I mean, sometimes, but that's what I'm saying. Sometimes that's better.
Yeah.
Because that's where you get a real us versus the world type bonding.
Because you got to go on the road, and then you got to also think of it like this too. They don't have no distractions now. Ain't nobody calling you for tickets. Ain't none of that other stuff. Y'all are truly whatever's on that bus. It's all you got. And sometimes they're the best places to be, man. Especially when your back has been against the wall the whole year.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I hope they can stop by Bucky's, man. Get them folks to barbecue.
But that's what I'm saying too. Like our league schools, I mean, like when your record ain't good, gonna fall off and gonna be bandwagon.
Yeah, that it is what it is. Like, let's just be honest, especially on our side of town. Y'all know what it is. Yeah, I mean,
we got a lot of different people we can switch up and root for every goddamn.
Exactly, that's what we do, right? All I say is, if you want to know who hot, just see who playing after Thanksgiving. That's who hot. That's who hot. The South Side, you know what I'm saying? Whoever playing after Thanksgiving, that's who everybody go jump on. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes. You know. Yeah. But I think for Lancaster's sake, man, I just hope they can go down there. I don't believe it. They're gonna prove me wrong. I don't see them going down Port Arthur, coming back with a W. I just don't. That's the analyst in me. Just saying I don't.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't.
That's a tough thing to do.
Yeah.
That's a long trip for a football game.
And you know what though? Is it impossible, right? So like if we were saying this was some other team other than Lancaster, right? Where we say that they would actually have an opportunity. This Lancaster team is intriguing because they have so much talent that they are in every game that they play.
But like we said though, they're in these games, but they're finding ways to blow these games.
You just need to find one way to win. That's to me, that's what they need. Like they beat
all of a sudden. I mean, can you just be like can you just constantly find a way to lose and then all of a sudden find a way to win in the same season?
In the playoff game.
I'll take it one game.
You just need one game.
Okay.
Because once you figure it out, that's the thing that people don't factor in. That's why, like when people win state, they start getting back to going deep and getting back to state or winning state again because you done figured it out.
They thought the Tyler game was going to be the one that they figured out when they won it last week.
Well, I don't know. I just never figured the Tyler game was that.
Yeah,
game.
I can see Tyler on that level.
Yeah. Like to me, the Longview and the Forney game, and the only reason why I say Forney is because the way Forney has been playing lately. You know what I'm saying? Longview and people like that. I think those games were the games that you need because those are teams that you expect to, you know what I mean, be your district foes. Like again, I just honestly think that they just need one game and it's gonna have to be that first round playoff game. These games that they win, they have the ability to win out.
Yeah, they do.
You know what I mean? So they went out because they're supposed to win out these games, right? They get into that first round of playoffs because now they're playing a number 1 seed, right? And they're a 4th seed. They win that game, they could catapult them to 2-3 more rounds.
Because I guarantee you, they're not a 4 seed that any 1 seed wants to see.
No, nobody.
That type of team that falls to the 4 seed where you like, oh shit.
It's
because
the Golden State Warriors. You remember the Golden State Warriors when we lost when they beat the Mavericks in the first round? It's what they are.
They had all them injuries, and you don't want to see them because you know they can compete. It's not a normal 4 seed.
And you know, and Cedar Hill is the same way. You know what I mean? Like if Cedar Hill goes into playing DeSoto and Duncanville and play them tight, that's another team you don't want to see in the first round.
But I don't view them the same way as Lancaster.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a difference between if Lancaster the 4th seed in the playoffs than Cedar Hill going in the 4th seed.
I can see that.
I don't know what's the difference. Like, what would be the difference?
I mean, one thing, like if you look at Lancaster, all their losses have been like close losses.
Yeah.
Like it hadn't been really no games where you say Lancaster just got blew, just kind of like blew out the water. They've been competitive even in our game for a half. It was competitive for a half, and then we kind of opened it up in the 3rd quarter. But every other game, they've been in the game long as you got away from them toward the end too. But they were competitive from the beginning of the game, at least all the way through in most of the games. Where Cedar Hill had kind of had some lumps on the head, you know what I'm saying?
They were kind of injured too, though. Didn't they just get their quarterback back?
Yeah, and they look a lot more efficient with him. And then it's all on the matchups. I don't even know who they play in the first round. What that district play?
Who?
The Duncanville district.
We go.
I think it would be Pflugerville Wise the way it's looking.
Yeah, I don't even know what.
And they haven't played that caliber talent level. They beat Justin earlier this year, but I don't know if Justin any good.
Yeah,
because I was looking at it earlier. Now, I just looked it up. Justin 2-5. Never mind. They beat them 21-10. So no. So that might be the 1 seed for Division 2, which is who Cedar Hill would see if they get the 4 seed, which they probably will. So again, Lamont, do you really want to see this 4 seed, as 1 seed coming from that district? Because if you was in another district, you might be fighting to get in.
Yeah. That's the thing about the players. It's the matchup.
Because you got it. It's kind of like, okay, who conference is the best conference? Like, okay, yeah, you're a 4 seed in this conference, but using that conference, you'll be a 1 seed. You know what I mean? And because you just don't know. That's the beauty of it. And that's why I like them going to the rounds where if you got home field advantage. I used to always think like, man, why if I'm a district champ, why I got to flip to go play with a team that's the 4th team? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real disrespectful to me to have to go travel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think, like, again, at the end of the day, I think Cedar Hill and especially Lancaster, I think Lancaster is going to be a dangerous 4 seed that can really take off. They just need that. It's going to have to come in the first round of playoffs. They're going to be the number 1 seed. And if they get their confidence then, it's going to be a ride.
Yeah, because they both going to have to travel.
Yeah.
Wise has only played 1 team within their district. They got a record over 500, and they got 2 games left. And them 2 teams ain't over 500 either. So, yeah, that might be a favorable matchup.
Hey, but I will say this about Wise. Wise they played us pretty close last year, and Matt Step was talking about it. He said they got a couple D1 kids over there, so I wouldn't just say that it'd be an easy. No game is easy in playoffs.
I mean, the 1 seed ain't no 1 seed easy. Yeah,
I'm saying I wouldn't just say Cedar Hill gonna go down there and roll them because they played stuff last year.
I'm saying this. What I'm saying, Lamont. They done played five district games. Harker Heights is 4-3. Temple's 1-7. Copper's Cove is 2-6. Bryan is 1-6. Hewitt Midway is 3-5. And the last one, Hutto, is 2-5. That's their district schedule.
Oh,
So I'm not saying Cedar Hill is the favorite, but I'm saying if I'm a 4 seed and you telling me I got to play a 1 seed, give me that 1 seed. That's what I'm saying.
Let me go over there. Let me go.
And whoever need to win and make sure they still Division 2 this year, you need to handle your business so I can have that 1 seed. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Now that's their whole district schedule.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
We're going on the road. We're going on the road.
Hey, if we're gonna take that L, we'll take that L. Give me that one.
Right there, that was
But that's what they've always said about 6A D2, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why DeSoto City Hill always ran back into each other. You know what I'm saying? Whenever they was in the same division.
Yeah.
So, you know, there ain't nobody no slouch. You can't count nobody off that's in the playoffs, but you know, it ain't like what we talking about. Lancaster first round got Port Arthur Memorial, who look like them.
Yeah.
And then they win that game, they may be in this situation. Then that third round may be Timberview or Longview. Then fourth round, you see what I'm saying? Like it's not the same scenario.
No. I do want to run something by y'all before we get out of here. Jesse came in when we couldn't leave the football until about 5. But that's why Lamont is the 6th man. You know what I'm saying? But he be ready. Jesse be sweet. That's the kid.
Huh?
What's up, Jesse?
What's going on, fellas? What's going on, man? Y'all good?
Hey, man, we good, man.
Jesse said you can't even say bye.
Yeah, man, I just got the notification. I didn't even know you sent it, man. Shit, I would have watched the game.
Nah, I see. But now, I got a couple games. Is Kimball Stinkerville this week?
Next week.
Okay.
Not this week, next week. I think it's Kimball and Adamson this week.
Okay. I want to give a shout out to Stinkerville, man. I love what Jack doing, man. And I think we owe him an apology, Coach Carl. I think we owe the Fighting Jacksons an apology, man. They took that L against Pinks and they ain't lost yet.
Oh yeah. Big ups to the Fighting Jacks. For sure.
Hey, I think that quarterback was hurt that week too.
I think he's still hurt. It's the backup out here balling.
Hey, but listen, let's go a step further since you brought up Pinkston.
Yeah, I think Pinkston really need to be like I think that like even though he lost all them games, I still think he like in Coach of the Year category.
The coach from Pinkston?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was just about to say that, Todd. To me, man, because I was rapping with the OC this past weekend. They are a quarterback away from being a damn good football team.
But how many
they
teams
really are.
I say the same thing about Skyline. Yeah, I say the same thing about Cedar Hill.
No, but the difference I say J Mac is this is that like first of all, Pinkston don't got no rich history in too much especially not in football. And if you would have said, okay, when they went out there, that they got mollywopped by Hutch, but then they went out there and played Carter to a 1-point game, and then after Panther Creek beat Hutch and Carter like they did, damn near pulled out the upset of the week.
Yeah.
And beat them and lost by 1.
No, I agree.
I mean, you got to come, even though, because you got to know what he working with too, though. And say, what if he was at another one of these spots that had some different pieces?
Right.
What would he do with them pieces?
Yeah, I think he also grew as a coach this year too, though. You know what I'm saying? He grew as a coach. You know what I mean? So I'm with you, Ty. Like I was about to say that, man. Pinkston, to me, has these last 2 weeks. They close, man. If they ever get them a quarterback, man, they can raise some hell in this district. And J-Mac, to go back to what you were saying about their defense, man, their defense showed out. You know what I mean?
It was a great matchup. That matchup with defense against Panther Creek, I thought was perfect because Kingston actually got a really good secondary. They have a really good defense, and they were going to be able to match up. I knew they wasn't going to let little number 11 just run all over.
But I'm saying though, why would it with Hutch? Hutch supposed to have a good defense and good DBs. Like, what was the difference then?
Well, Hutch don't have.
Don't have what?
Hutch turned the ball over like 5 times.
I know, I feel you, but like you was laughing at Kingston offense on Wednesday. You were saying run left, run right, ain't gonna work.
Yeah, no. I was laughing, but that's the same offense that beat the hell out of Cedarville.
I know, but
Run
what
left,
I'm
run
saying,
right.
but I'm saying, like, but it was effective against Panther Creek too.
332 yards rushing.
Only problem with that offense, I laughed at it because it's so simple. But the only problem with that offense is you got to be extremely disciplined, like Liberty Hill discipline. Like you got to understand, it's gonna be 3 yards in a cloud of dust, literally.
Yeah, but it's not quite Liberty Hill offense though, J-Mac.
But I'm just saying, discipline-wise.
Nah, it's not the same discipline-wise because Liberty Hill offense is the king deception. Kingston offense is telling you, you know where the ball going. You just got to stop it.
Yeah, but you got to be disciplined enough to carry it out. You can't have no jumping off sides. You can't have no holding.
You can't be no hoe. You can't be no hoe.
Yeah. That's the thing with them is, but I would say this, J Mac, it goes back to this. They play complementary football. You know what I'm saying? They make that game small. They keep your offense off the field, and their defense are always fresh. You know what I mean? So to me, that's what it comes down to. They complementary offense because they ran the ball for 332 yards. They threw it 6 times or something like that.
Yeah. No, they do it 0 times last week. 0.
Was 0?
0. When we put up, it was 0.
Well, there you go. That's what I'm saying. They gonna make that. They gonna make you.
It came down to a missed 2-point opportunity was the difference in that. That was the only difference. They didn't even try to kick a field goal. It was a missed 2-point opportunity. That was it. And shout out to Coach Lewis. That's another one of my favorite coaches. He just he's a 3-0-4 touchdown. You know what I'm saying? He's straight out of Nolans, and he ain't trying to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Line it up. You know what I'm saying? That's all Coach want to do. Line it up.
You'll never beat me by 40.
You'll never beat me by 40 unless you go in there.
Yeah, all right, man. Yeah, I'm out of here, man. We got practice in the morning.
Yeah, man. Y'all boy hold it down, man.
All right, man.
I do gotta give that shout out to Cedarville because they balling right now. Man.
Shout out to the Jacks.
Shout out to Fighting Jacks, man. We gotta get Jack on, man. You just came on too late, man. We should leave.
I got you, man. Shit, I didn't want to do some of my face. I know you sent me that up. Just saw it a while ago. So yeah.
Yeah, man. You know.
Hey, you been watching TV? You must be
Yeah. You been birthday weekend, man. I ain't mad at you, bro.
Yeah, shit. So yeah, I'm gonna give Lamar a hard time. I give Lamar a hard time next week.
We got that. It's okay. That's why we got Lamar.
Hey, I'm gonna give him a hard time next week after when they get it from the Panthers.
You said it right when we beat the Panthers.
I said y'all get ready for the Panthers. Y'all ain't beating the Panthers.
All right. You worry about them Edo Bob.
You're not worried about it. I was 3-point game. Y'all was 30. Yeah, that's different.
We got a ring.
Say what?
We got a ring last year. What y'all got?
They ain't got nothing to do with it here. They still be kicking y'all behind. At least they'll beat it by 3. That's different. 3 points and 30 points a season. That's 2 different things here. So
we got a ring. What y'all got?
Man, they ain't got nothing to do with it. We talking about this year. All I'm saying, they gonna smash out again.
All right, We worry about Cedar Hill right now. We ain't worry about them.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, after next week, you make sure you have the same energy because they're gonna be out in this game.
I will.
Just don't, just
I
don't
will
be
be next Sunday and Sunday after that.
Just don't be crashing out like swagging, man. Get out of your fitness. I'm gonna let you have it.
I leave that to them Carter guys.
Be nice, man.
I appreciate you guys.
Hey, I got one question for y'all. Get out, Jeremy.
Y'all got the guys. Tell you right now, don't look over them cats because they coming. You know what I'm saying? They believe in themselves.
Who you talking about?
I don't know what game you're going to. You probably gonna go to something. You probably gonna be at that Carter Solana game, which is, whatever.
Will?
Yeah, Will probably gonna go there.
I might go watch Longview and McKinney North. They play McKinney.
Yeah.
Is there any games Thursday?
Thursday, I think I'm gonna go see Skyline at Duncanville.
Or is it in the Grove?
That's at Duncanville.
They playing on a Thursday in Duncanville?
That's Thursday. That's homecoming.
Yeah, they played Thursday last week against Lake Ridge. Or who they was last week?
Because they had to shut the stadium, but they at home. I wouldn't expect them to play on Thursday at home.
He took my not good at home.
Get their dance out the way.
I got a question for y'all. I got one question. Do Lancaster make the playoffs? Yes or no?
Yeah, if they win out.
They still got to play.
Beat the Mosquitoes now. The Lufkin game.
That's the trick. That Lufkin game.
Yeah. Now you know about that district better. You know about Lufkin better than I do.
Well, the thing about it, Lufkin can run the football, and that's what it's been Lancaster nemesis.
But they shut Forney run game down.
Yeah, I don't know how funny what they do throw the ball.
I mean, they threw it okay, but they shut the run game down.
Yeah, but Forney defense kind of decent too. I don't think Lufkin defense that good. So
yeah,
I think it's one and done. J Mac will be doing his dance for him.
I do think they go get the one and done dance. There's no doubt about that. If they got to go to Port Arthur, they is not coming back.
Oh, they up in Memorial. Yeah, I forgot about that because they ain't gonna be the second seed no more.
Yeah, they're not coming back.
Man, I don't know. Forney trying to get that second home game.
Final words, Coach Cole. What you got before we get out of here?
Man, I don't have a word, man. I just love football, and I'm glad the season's getting close to playoffs, man. So we can start getting down to the get down, man. It's the beautiful part of the season. Weather changing.
So you feel the weather changing too?
Yeah, it's football season now. So we'll see.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm conflicted, man. I don't know if I want to go to North Crowley at LD Bell, right here in my backyard, or I want to go to Trinity at Crowley.
I think Trinity and Crowley be a damn good game.
I think that'd be a better game. Yeah.
I think to me that Crowley game is that's a defining game for them.
That to me, that's gonna tell us what they're gonna do in the playoffs. That's the game that's gonna let us know. We'll see, man. What you got, Lamont, on the way out, man? What you got?
Man, just make Lamont a Mark, Ray, to show up knocking at y'all door Friday for the Battle of the Beltline, man.
It's going down. What you got, Jesse, on the way out? Happy birthday to you too, also.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Just nothing, man. Just like Will said, man. Football season. Just glad this year is going to get out to nitty gritty to want to go home. You know what I'm saying? A lot of good intriguing matchups. So I'm just looking forward to that. And hopefully my Lobos can finish get the job done this year, man. I'm looking forward to that. So we got to get there first. So just looking forward to it, man. And it's almost hot chocolate nacho season, which means the playoffs coming.
Yes, sir. Almost ready to make my gumbo. Yeah. Ready to make my gumbo.
So yeah,
hey, man, I appreciate you fellas, man. Hey, huh?
I said I got to get a bowl of that gumbo.
Hey man, you invited, man. You want to come on, ride on out here to Hearst, man? Come on.
Yeah, I love to get out there, man. Go out there and see people that don't look like me.
Yeah, man, I love my neighborhood, dog. Come on out here, man. We friendly out here, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's nice. Mm-hmm. Hey, we right down the street from LD Bell, dog. We can walk to it. I can throw a rock and hit somebody. Well, come on out when I make that gumbo, man. Hey, man, we'll see y'all next week, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Everybody. The weather is great. Go out and support a high school football game. I'm telling you right now. Get your ass out. It ain't hot no more. Get your ass out the house. Go pull up to a high school game and go support it. That's all my final words, man. Love all y'all.
Peace.
Watch this.
Next, football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go hugs, put in work, go rub. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach trying to stand on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack and Swaggy Wick, rocking the gear, it's so clean.
Big guys and goes easy, off the easy, push easy. With my steppers, our special kids, making plays so easy. Try to win, we so greedy. All our fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about their club. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for